everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well, having a wonderful day. Welcome in, Pinky. Pinky was here before the stream actually started. A classic chat scare. But welcome in, I hope you were doing well. Also, welcome in, Froggy. Glad you were able to be alive and awake to join us tonight. I am pretty excited about tonight's game. We started playing this visual novel last week, and the basic premise is we are a retired magical girl, like from an anime. Very Sailor Moon-esque, but we are a retired magical girl, and we've recently come back into contact with all of our magical girl friends, and we have found out that there is something going on because our magical girl cat is no longer able to speak with us, and our magic does not work. So, I think where we left off was our coworker slash the girl that I am romancing. She was looking very suspicious as to having something to do with the big mystery of the game. So we're gonna try to clear her name. Hopefully she's not the bad guy. But I think that's basically the gist of everything. The best I can be while sick. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully your body is able to recover pretty quickly. Being sick is not great. I mean, obviously. But, is it just like allergies kind of thing? Change of the season sickness? Because I know spring is starting to make its presence known. That sucks though. I hope you're able to get well, Froggy. Alright, I have a lot I want to talk about before we play the game, but also at the same time, it's like brain rot stuff that I've not gotten input on yet. I'm waiting to see what the rest of the brain rot members want to do. But I can say one thing. I'm just very excited about brain rot right now. I have brain rot for my own Minecraft server. It's been like a hot minute since we've done like anything on brain rot other than community events, and I'm trying to think of ways to change that and make the time in between big seasonal festivals fun as well, because I'm getting kind of to a stale point. So we might restart the server this summer. We'll see. Not really sure. I think we've started talking about this a little bit on stream before, but it depends on what everyone else wants to do. But I've been thinking a lot about that today. Ways that I can make the server better, more entertaining for me and everyone else. Welcome in, Doc. How are you? It's Doc Britton. Sub Leaves. That's a new one. Welcome in. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are excited to finish this gay magical girl game, because I know I am. It was snowing today in Scotland. Oh. Can't swallow water without pain. That sucks. Yikes. It's been very warm where I live, so I kind of forget that it's still snowing in some places. Excited? Yes. I'm so hyped. I love this game so much, and I cannot wait to uncover the mysteries. Alright. I should go ahead and start the game before I just end up info dumping about all of my potential ideas for brain rot. So we go ahead and swap over. I hate to kill the labyrinthine vibes. It's a banger song, but Life After Magic does have its own music. All right. Yeah. Desktop audio needs to go way down. Tell me why I'm doing other people's jobs. Oh no, that's frustrating, Pinky. Are you like, is your company kind of in the middle of firing people and getting rid of people? And so you're like picking up the slack? Or is it like legitimately you're picking up other people's slack because they're not doing their own jobs? Both are really frustrating. But hopefully you don't have to put up with that for too much longer. I come here for the info dumps. We love it. We love it. Honestly, I'm really excited about the future of brain rot, whatever that may be, because I just got like super duper motivated today about it. So I'm trying to like not get too excited about it because I want to see what everyone else wants to do before I'm like making solid plans. But I think I'm growing. I am in a state of growth for YouTube right now, like mentally and with my ideas. So I'm just in a good mood. Because so what if I don't feel better tomorrow? Oof. Hopefully you do start to feel better, because having colds and like sicknesses in your throats are the worst. High turnover. I'm the only person who knows how to maintain the process. Yikes. That is very stressful, Pinky. Hopefully you guys are able to find someone who is able to pick up the process pretty quickly. Okay. Our save files. Oof. Yeah, no, it's not a fun, like, I know that was something that my brother had to deal with a lot when he was working at a fast food chain. It was a lot of high turnover, and it got to the point where it was like, he was the only person. I know it's a completely different setting to what you do, but it's still that, like, I'm the only one here that knows what I'm doing type of thing. And then I know Moya's dealt with some similar stuff as well, like, for the past year. So it's not a good time. But I'm off today on time! Let's go! Very exciting. It's always a good day to, it's always good, a good day. Let me start that one over. It is always a good day when things go as planned and you're able to get off on your normal schedule. But for sure similar. Yeah, definitely a similar, like, frustration. Alright. We are vibing today. So much so that I cannot form a sentence. Haven't had that in 2 months. Oh, wow. Hopefully things chill out and you guys are able to get things back to what it should be. 'Cause that would be very frustrating. Oh, we just get right into it. All right, let's go. All right. I don't exactly, I think we're about to dive right into investigating Lee's. So sad about that. All right. Our alarm. Shut up, alarm. Let me sleep 10 more minutes. Oh. Miranda and I caught up with Lee's just as she left her house this morning. She has her camcorder with her and a bag full of stuff. We stayed far back and follow her as she makes her way a couple of blocks from her place to the park. Miranda and I jump behind a tree to observe. What could she be doing here? So far, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm keeping an eye on what's in that bag. Miranda is right, because Lise has plopped herself down amongst the trees and upends her bag. Out of it spills tons of sentimentality line makeup. This is not looking good. What are we? We are like 2 seconds into the game, and my stream title may not be the reality. That's a lot of makeup. Typical. I make one friend outside of all the magical craziness, and she turns out to be a vain villainess. I could fix her. I could change her. That's a joke. That is 100% a joke. We don't know yet. We have to see what she does with it. Wait, what is she doing with it? Lise dons the makeup in her way. It's all over her face like a kid playing dress-up imagination. I can fix her. Listen, I am holding out hope for Lise. I'm holding out hope. She's just quirky like that. Trust me, this is not yet out of the ordinary. Oh, well, it's kind of cute. She's always marched to the beat of her own drum. I like that about her. But what she's been saying lately about magical girls... Oof. Has she ever told you why she feels that way? Oh, by the way, for people who missed Tuesday last week, Lise is not a magic. She's like the only character. Well, not the only character, but she is like one of the few that's not a magical girl. And she hates magical girls. She's like a big environmentalist, and she's like, magical girls only mess up things for the rest of us. They could be using their powers for good, but they don't, so she hates them, which is what that's about. Which is why she seems like she could be the bad guy, because she does not like them. She does not know that we are a magical girl. So, we're stealth with her. I would be so selfish with magic. Honestly, probably me too. I think it would probably depend on the day for me. Like, I could probably, I don't know, it depends on what kind of magic I have, now that I think about it. Because, like, in some instances, like, a lot of people, their magic is very destructive, so it's hard to be helpful with that unless you're, like, actually in combat with somebody. Would be like a billionaire not giving handouts. I don't know if I'd be like that far, to be honest. Like, at the very least, it's gotta be boring. You can't be selfish all the time. What else would you do with your time? Has she ever told you what she feels that way? She has not. She's keeping secrets with us. Maybe there's something she's experienced that you don't know about? It can be hard to talk about the pains of our past sometimes. I don't exactly look back all rosy on our fighting days, but I'm not trying to work evil all of a sudden. You're right. Let's give her a chance to do whatever it is she's doing. She's so cute. She draws little leaves on her, like, I love her. She can't be the villainess. And if she is, I'm sure she's justified. So I have this thing with fictional characters. I don't do this very often because more often than not, the characters I like are bad people and I can't justify them. But there are certain characters, like Lise, or Shilian in Heaven Official's Blessing, where it's like, I don't know why they are suffering the consequences they are suffering. I don't know why he's been kicked out of heaven 2 times. I don't know why she's doing what she's doing if she is the villainess. But I'm gonna say right here, right now, before I find out, she's valid. He's valid. They're valid. They're so valid. Lise has her camcorder out and seems to be directing some pigeons about their stage blocking. She's laughing. Covered in makeup filming pigeons. This is just odd. Should we just keep watching or confront her? Keep observing. We should wait. This could just be a smokescreen. It's a very elaborate and effective smokescreen then. We hang back trying to see if there's more to it. Suddenly, Lise whips around with her camera to catch a pigeon in midair. She spots us. Oops. Mel? And Miranda, wasn't it? What are you doing here? Do you want to be in my documentary? Lise, what's going on here? Well, I couldn't find real eagles, so I was doing a recreation scene for the climax. Lisa's energy burns with passion, but her eyes are a bit wild. Lise, you're just making a movie? I used to make them all the time. She's just like me, for real, for real. I used to make them all the time when I was a kid. I had to pretend I had a camera and I played every animal and the documentary host, but it was great. It was the happiest time in my life. Well, she's not vying for world domination, but this is still extraordinary. I've been down toward the sentimentality makeup. Why do you need all of this makeup? Don't touch that. Oh. I need it. I use it to turn myself into the animals. Miranda leans close to Lise. I like what you did with your makeup. Lise calms down. She smiles widely at Miranda. Really? It was creative and cool. I did stuff like that when I was little too. You did? I really miss those days. I was happy, carefree, running around in the state park where I grew up, learning all about ecology and animal biology from my parents. I keep remembering those days and wanting them back. And I'm so tired. So tired of so tired of being me. I'm so tired of worrying about the future. I just wanted to feel light and silly again. She's just trying to be silly. Me too. Tears start to stream down Lisa's face. Oh jeez. I don't know how to explain. I know it's probably dumb. No, it's not. It's not dumb at all, really. It's like, I know how that feels, Lise. And I'm not always so good at talking about it either. Let's give her a hug. I take Lise into a hug. Miranda joins too. Together, we let her sob out her feelings. It's a long, quiet moment, but I think she needed it. I think we all needed it. When we separate, Lise is calmer. We all feel a little bit better. Miranda pulls me aside. I think we can definitely rule Lise out. We'll tell the others at the hideout later. But I think for now, you should walk Lise home and make sure she's okay. We cleared our girlfriend's name. Let's go. Easier than I thought it would be. Lise, let me walk you home. Thank you, I'd like that. She's precious. Lise would be a RAR kid. A RAR XD kid. I could see it. I walk with Lise back to her apartment where she's greeted excitedly by Mimi and Bobo, her sweet little kitties. I know they take good care of her for now. I promise to check in on her soon. As I leave, I know we've answered one question, but now so many more are popping up. Is this connected to magic going away? To the customers at the store acting weird? And who is behind all this? I feel more than ever that we can't leave this alone. I want to protect Lise, my team, and everyone. Because my gut is telling me that the worst hasn't happened yet. Oh no. Not the worst to come. Time for work. I have to go to work. If I have to listen to the manager talk about us being a family one more time. Not the family. Hey, welcome to Glamour Pop. Ugh. Oh, by the way, for people who missed the last stream of this, we work at a makeup shop. A makeup store. So. I've been in that office my whole life. I've wasted my life away in sales. Trapped in that awful cubicle. I wish I was a magical girl instead. The customer seems awfully down. The magical girl makeup. Let's go. A bit late, but I'm here. Welcome in, Bisexual Disaster. You have not missed much. We did just investigate Lise, and all she was doing was being quirky and making a documentary. So I think we cleared her name, which means she's great. She's clear. Ooh, slay. We are slaying today. Are we? Why did I say that? Sometimes I read chat and then I say things trying to play off what you guys say, and then after I say it, I think about it, and I'm like, that made no sense. This eyeshadow sample from Sentimentality shines just like the sun. Whoa, that perked them up. Those colors are just like the sun, like my days off on the beach. It's just saying things and stuff. Valid. I appreciate that. Honestly, I think that's really just why people stream. Just to say stuff. Give it to me now. Okay. Why are they're tweaking out over some eyeshadow samples? I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with now? Let's go see Jackie. It's been a minute since we've seen Jackie. After getting home, I thought I would give Jackie a call. Maybe she wouldn't mind hanging out tonight? Just as I'm getting ready to settle down and make the call, the phone starts to ring. Hello? Hey, Mel. Jackie? You know it, hun. How are you? Good, just got back from work. Yeah, how was that? Busy. You wouldn't believe the messes the holidays give me. I'm just glad to be out of work. Luckily, it's past Christmas, so... It's funny, I was just about to call you, but you beat me to it. No kidding? Miss me that much? Hey, you called me first. I'm pretty sure that means you miss me more. Says the hard-working woman calling me as soon as they get home from a rough day of work. That's... But you're right, maybe I do. Can you blame a girl? We have years of catching up to do, and so far I've had to share our time together with others. True, between Layla, the rest of the Centennials, and even Anna Lee, there hasn't been much time at all shared between just us. So how about it? I forgot that we haven't gone to see Jackie at all. Do you want to hang out tonight? Just you and me? Even over the phone, I could practically feel Jackie's warm smile, or at least that's what I wanted to believe. When she speaks this softly, I'm too used to seeing that honest and pure grin. Yeah, of course I do. Do you have a place in mind? I know just the place. You might want to bring a jacket. Jackie wanted to meet up at a little later into the night, which gave me plenty of time to freshen up, eat, and feed Alistair. Reapplying my makeup was a bit of a chore with Alistair fighting for my attention. I can't understand what he's saying anymore, but it's pretty clear he wants to come with me. Unfortunately for him, I did not want him interrupting us tonight. With a well-timed toss of his favorite toy to distract him, I slipped away into the night. Soon enough, I made it to where we were supposed to meet for the night. The park. Okay. There she is! I could just make out Jackie in the distance, sitting at a park bench as she looked out at the lake. Even at night, all that yellow she wears made her hard to miss. The park again, huh? You sure do love this place. Jackie is very cool. I like her a lot as well. The fun thing about this game is it's so hard. Okay, I say it's so hard knowing full well I instantly fell in love with Lise, but all of the characters are just, it's so hard to really and truly pick a favorite and commit to it. The park's just the place to be. The park really is just the place to be. Also, this is like an indie game developed by, I think it's like a newer indie studio, or maybe it was just like a group of people. But having multiple locations can be kind of hard for a game. So, might also be why the park is the place to be. Jackie turned to me and smiled softly, or maybe it was more wistfully. I think Jackie's in love with us. More than you know. I see you forgot your jacket. You weren't hoping to sneak into my flannel again like old times, were you? Oh shit, I really did forget. Did I honestly not realize how chilly it was getting until now? Ah, well, are you offering? Jackie raises a bundle of flannel and I notice she was keeping at her side. I had a feeling, so I came prepared. She knows us. You're a lifesaver, Jackie. I picked up the flannel and held it out so I could figure out where it began and ended. Even in the dark, I could tell it was more used than her current one, but there was something nostalgic and comforting about it. I wonder if it had Jackie's scent. Probably? No, do not smell it. Don't make this weird. I slipped the flannel on and I start to feel warmer already. Okay, so when I was in high school, I had a group of friends, and there was one mutual friend in that group of friends that would always let people borrow their jacket, and there was like 2 or 3 people in that group that would always kind of like, maybe not fight, like for real fight, but they all wanted to borrow the jacket because they really liked how that person smelled. So they would borrow the jacket throughout the day and then just like smell it and tell everyone all about it. I was like, you do you, live your life. I always thought it was kind of strange, but I mean, I get it. Better. I can't believe it is December 27th, 1999, and we were like, yeah, I don't need a jacket. Don't even need to think about a jacket when walking outside. My headphones are dead. I gotta charge them. I will be back in like 20 minutes. Okay, Froggy, I know you cannot hear me, but we look forward to you coming back. I nod my head and move to circle the bench so I can take my place at her side. So why the park? It's a charming and magical little area that's quiet and one of the few places you can make out the stars in the city. Cute? I didn't realize it till now, but she's right. With how bright the city lights could get, it was difficult to make out. Out here was a different story entirely. KJ and I have been coming here for years. It's a special spot for us to either talk or just be alone with our thoughts. I thought it would be nice to share it with someone else. You two always were close. Nothing's really changed, has it? Well, with the exception of a few tattoos between friends, sure. But overall, nah. We may not get to hang out as much as we did in high school, but we make up for it. Wait, do you have tattoos? Jackie smiles but doesn't answer. You do, don't you? Where? Can I see? Nope. Why not? Because maybe I feel like it's my turn to tease. Not fair. I don't really show these to just anyone. Oh? What's that supposed to mean? I'm looking closer at Jackie for just the slightest bit of ink, but that I may have missed before, but nothing shows. Was the flannel in the way, or... You do know that my eyes are up here, right? By all means, stare all you want, but you're not going to find anything like that. Fine. She must have it, like, just... I don't even know where I was going with that. Just not, like, on, like, the arms or anything obvious. Jackie pulls herself off the beach and... or bench. Hello. Off the bench and stretches. I can't help but watch her closely for a tattoo to slip up. But there was no such luck. It's too nice at night to waste sitting down. Want to go for a walk? Sure, show me what the big deal is. The two of us walk the moonlight trail together, with twinkling stars to guide us. She shows me the path she normally takes, and on the way we start to talk more. For the next hour, Jackie asks me questions and listens to me chat away about every little thing I can think of. I start talking about the difficulties the customers give me and the messes I have to deal with. I go on and on about my wife, Liz, and our shenanigans. There were more than a few times Jackie was nearly in tears overhearing Liz's unique logic and the wild animal facts that she brings up at random. Talking it out with Jackie made me feel a little better about my living situation. Not like I fixed anything about myself or my job, but getting it out of there made me feel good. It's like it was okay to struggle with these normal problems, even though we were used to handling more world-ending events. Maybe there really was some magic in this park. Or maybe it was the company. I start to feel embarrassed when I realize that all we've been talking about was me, even though Jackie was the one who keeps asking me questions with genuine curiosity. Maybe I should ask her something. Ask about the gym. We talked a lot about my job, but what about you? How's life at the Golden Glove? Welcome, inventory field! I'm lurking because I have to cook, but I'm so happy to see you playing again. I'm very excited to finish this game, and hopefully whatever you're cooking turns out well. Okay, we're gonna ask her about the Golden Glove. Oh, it's been alright. Gets kind of slow around this time. Fair. I don't see that many people working out at the end of the year. Can't say that I blame our patrons since the holidays tend to be everyone's cheat time, but even boxers have that New Year's get fit resolution to get fit. Just you wait, the gym will be packed come January. Still, didn't expect to actually be employed there if I have to be honest. I thought it would be rough working at a boxing gym when I can't box myself. Thank you, making soup. Yo, nice. Good soup. Interesting. So why did you take the job? It's my Tio. His eyesight's not getting any better, so I thought I would step in and help him out. That was nice of you. How is he? He's doing alright. Regardless of his vision, I still struggle keeping up with him. That's about all I can say, really. He's the same as you remember. Beyond that, there's just Layla. She's been doing fine, but I feel kind of bad. Today I just couldn't keep my head in the game. I kept zoning out. I'm usually better than this, but I guess getting a chance to meet everyone again is really stirring some old memories inside me. It's been the same for me. I haven't been able to get my head out of the past. I guess I'm still just shocked about how different everything is, and I guess maybe a little sad, too? Yeah. Goals. You know, I keep complaining about the direction my life is going, but I haven't even asked you about your goals. What do you want to do with your life, Jackie? You mean, what do I want to be when I grow up? I read that as making soap. Like, why are you eating soap? People eat soap. They probably shouldn't, but I've seen it happen. You guys know, like, those artists that make, like, the decorative soaps and how they'll make it look like food and stuff? I've seen so many TikToks about people who, had like customers complaining when they tried to eat the soap. It's a silly world out there. Yes, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to be near the ring, even if I can't fight in it anymore. I was thinking about becoming a second. They're the coaches that sit outside the ring and attend to their boxers. That's cool. But I don't know lately. Lately I've been feeling things I shouldn't. Like I want to get back into the ring again, even though I thought I put that behind me. Is there any way you could? It wouldn't be a good idea. Boxers live short careers, and having a history as a magical girl has only shortened that window more. I think I could seriously injure myself if I'm not at 100%. And you're sure there's nothing my magic can do about it? You know, even if it was working in full again? Oh, I appreciate the sentiment, but no, hun. I might be able to muscle past the soreness, but your magic doesn't help with the trauma. Hey, don't look so glum. I couldn't even get this far if it weren't for you, but that's just how life is. You know, my Tio also wanted to go pro a long time ago, but his eyes were pretty bad back then too. He's happy settling for the golden glove, and I'm sure I'll find what's right for me. Martinez's know how to roll with the punches. Let's ask her about Anna Lee, 'cause that was weird. So about that incident the other day. Incident? Your little talk with Anna Lee? What was that about? Jackie covers her face and groans. Of course you overheard. Overheard? It was a whole show. I haven't seen you trip over yourself that hard since the Dark Moon Sirens. It was kind of cute. If you know, it wasn't my scary boss making you trip. Cute, huh? Jackie gives a questioning look, but I playfully shrug it off. She rolls her eyes at me. I see I'm never going to hear the end of the sirens, am I? Listen, they're just... Sometimes you gotta make do with some soap for dinner. Honestly, clean out your insides? Sound logic there. That is a joke. Please don't eat soap for dinner. If there's anyone that impressionable in chat right now. I swear, it's like you never recovered from their spell. Oh my god. Well, that wasn't a spell. There was never a spell. What? Gay. I'm so very gay, that's why. When a gorgeous villainess looks down on you, I don't know how any of you could look them back in the eyes without getting lost in theirs. Why are we so dumb? Wait, are you serious? I know you're sapphic as hell, but this is ridiculous, Jackie. Why Anna Lee? She reminds me of them, okay? Big scary CEO lady with that authoritative voice. Jackie refuses to look at me, but even under the dim light of stars, I can see how flustered she is. Come to think of it, staring this close at her, I realize. You're actually wearing the makeup right now, aren't you? Yeah. I mean, I'm meeting with an old friend today in the place where I finally won't be sweating from a workout. Sounds appropriate, don't you think? Jackie is so cute. Oh, of course. Definitely not because she told you to and you folded to her like paper. I'm sure your old friend would appreciate your makeup efforts in the dark of a night where she could barely see it. Jackie turned farther away from me to hide her face, but I can still make out how embarrassed she was. I could see she was trying her hardest to hide a grin between bitlets. She continues to avoid me, and instead of talking, she gently nudges me away with her elbow. You've got some wild taste, Jackie. I get it, though. I get it. Oh, I know I did not just hear you poking fun at my taste. Could you repeat that for me, little Miss Starblaze? I instantly regret touching that nerve. Starblaze was a dumb name that I came up with for my relationship with Solaire back when I was young and naive. How? Okay, that's fair. I'll admit, I didn't know what I wanted back then, but thanks to Solaire, I now know at least something that I don't want in my romantic life anymore. Yeah, and what would that be? Men. So real. So real. Atta girl. I knew flannel looked right on you. You might have good taste after all. We gotta call it for the night. It's getting late. Do you want to call it for the night? I don't want to keep you up for too long. Oh, I guess it is getting a bit late, isn't it? Did you enjoy yourself? Yeah, this was nice. My legs are starting to kill me, though. I'm happy for you. A rustle in the bushes caught our attention. It was so sudden that I nearly tripped over myself. It's probably just a raccoon. All the same, Jackie gently moves me behind her as we began to back away. The bushes shook more violently, then suddenly, a creature leapt out at us. Meow. Alistair? Little dude? Meow. What are you doing here? I love that we keep talking to him like he can talk back, and he can't talk. Aw, he must have missed you. Come here, little guy. Jackie picks Alistair up and holds him close. He purrs and nestles himself in her arms, looking a bit too comfortable. Or maybe he misses you. Not him hissing. Hey, don't hiss at me. Poor thing must have been looking everywhere for us. How'd you even find us, buddy? Meow. Ah, of course. Well, now I really need to get home. For all I know, he left something unlocked again. Thank you, Doc, for the lurk. If we don't hear from you again for the rest of the night, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. How do you even figure? Not the cat knowing how to lock the doors and windows. Gonna go lay down for a few. We'll be back. Of course. I definitely do not do the exact same thing every time I watch my friends stream. Literally, like, my bed is back there, and I wouldn't lurk if I could, like, just take my keyboard with me, but, the cord is not long enough. So I just leave the stream open and then go sit over there for a bit. So when I, like, come out of a lurk, it's like, oh, somebody has said something that I need to say something to or info dump about in their chat, and so I, like, hop across the room. Totally feel that. Jackie's gonna walk us home? I appreciate it, but my walk back is a lot longer than yours, and I know you like waking up early. Fair. I go to pick Alistair up, but stop when I remember something. Oh, right! This is your flannel. Here. Keep it. It looks good on you. Are you sure? Jackie smiles and puts Alistair in my arms. It's a chilly walk back, and, well, every lady lover needs a good flannel, right? She's so cute. I love her. Now I'm gonna picture you sprinting across the room when you abruptly re-enter the chat. It's not too far from the truth, to be honest. I get, like, whenever I'm, like, active in a Twitch chat, it's part of why I type so atrociously is because I'm trying to type fast so that, like, the topic of conversation doesn't move before I can finish saying what I'm trying to say. And that comes from, I used to be in this group chat on, like, Kick, like, 10 years ago. And it was, we did, like, Black Butler and anime roleplays. And I always had such a hard time replying because I typed so much slower than the other two. And so I would just get left in the dust a lot. And so now I'm like, oh, I can't let that happen again. Jackie is so sweet. Don't worry about it, I'll catch you too soon. Jackie waves off and we both go our separate ways. Alistair looks particularly grumpy, having missed out on the whole thing, but he'll be getting an earful when we finally make it home. The old school role-playing days. I was an avid role player. I mostly did like OCs and stuff like that, and like completely original environments. Like I did a lot of like boarding school role plays with a group of people, and it was wild. The drama, wild. Way too wild for a 12-year-old, but we were all 12, so it wasn't like anything crazy, like for real. Just, I remember there was this one that I did, and me and the other people, basically my character got killed off, and it was like this whole big thing, and then I made a new character, and then the character that was like, that had killed off my original character was like the big bad, and killed like 2 more characters. It was really dramatic. Honestly, what were we doing? But it was so fun. I didn't start like delving into anime role-playing and role-playing as already existing characters until a lot later in life. But that was fun too. It was like writing fanfic. We loved the drama. There was so much drama. It like honestly did not really make that much sense, but it was fun. It was great. Ooh, today was a lot. I kick off my shoes and give Alistair a half-hearted wave. Me, who's a drama/theater kid, we stand the drama. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I love about, there are, like, certain aspects about a person where you can just really tell they either were or should have been a theater kid. And there are, like, a few Minecraft creators that fall into that, like Rindog. I don't know if that man's ever done theater, but that man is a theater kid, for sure. I love it. All the, like, roleplay and the intensity for no reason, it's great. Between looking into Lee's and work being off, I deserve a moment to chill. I do. You can tell I'm a theater kid if you ever meet me IRL. No, that's so fair. I don't know if I give off that energy. I only did theater for 2 years in high school. Because that's all I was able to do. But I loved it, and I would have done it for a lot more if I was able to. But I also, like, I think another thing that people are like, oh, theater kids, or like they're really into Broadway. I was really late to that. I got really into the Heathers show, and like a couple of others that got really popular, but that's about it for my Broadway enjoying. Welcome in, Discat Dreams! We are creating a theater troupe here, basically. Another theater kid here. I love that. Loser, I've been doing it since 3rd year. Nice, nice. That's very cool. I know, like, I went to 2 different high schools, and the first high school I went to, the theater class, it was only, like, 1 section, and it was, like, very tiny, and they did not let a lot of people in, and you had to audition to even be in the class. Like, not even to get a role, like, just to be in the class, to have the opportunity to do stuff. But then they didn't even do, like, productions. So I don't know what that was about. But then I moved, and I joined the musical theater class, and that was, like, open. It was open to join, and then you just audition for roles. And so we did Beauty and the Beast the first year that I was in it, and I played Chip. It was a lot of fun. And then the next year we did The Little Mermaid, and I got to be Ariel, which was so much fun. That was my senior year of high school. I didn't do, like, the normal drama class, but the drama teacher was like, if you want to, I would love for you to be in this class. But it didn't fit on my schedule because I also really wanted to take art. But there was when they did 101 Dalmatians, they asked the music theater guys if people wanted to come be extras because there is not 101 people to make all those Dalmatians. We didn't actually have 100. We did one day because they had, like, a bunch of elementary schoolers. It was wild, but that was a lot of fun too. I'm already a part of a troupe though. You could be like me with Minecraft servers where you just join so many. Heathers is so good. Heathers is my absolute, like, favorite. It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite musical. It's just so good. The lead role, yeah, I was really excited about that. And it was my senior year of high school, so it was just, like, extra special. That's something me and Mel have in common. Apparently, we both have played Ariel. That is so interesting. I feel like that says something about us. Don't know what that says. Some kind of personality test there. But that's cool. Congratulations. Alright, what does Alistair have to say? Oh, isn't that right, Alistair? I deserve a good rest. Meow, I'm gonna take that as agreement. I miss when you were able to talk. Alistair is pawing at my television set. He wants to watch anime? TV, huh? Thought you'd be meowing for dinner first. Cartoonami lineup? Meow! Alistair looks excited for a second, but shakes his head. Really? Too bad. We were getting into that Cowboy Bebop anime. Not me also just getting into that anime. I've only seen, like, the first, like, 5 episodes because my dad watched the live action and he really liked it. And so I thought I'd give the anime a shot. Also, it's one of those animes that I've been meaning to watch basically since I was 12, and I just haven't. Not me and the main character, for real. Both getting into that right now. I fish the remote out of my bed sheets and flip on the TV. Alistair jumps up beside me and pushes his paw into the remote. He's trying to change channels, but his motor skills need some work. It's adorable seeing him be so determined. Channels blip by slowly until DCT5 News pops up on the screen. You want to watch the news? It's a special program about former magical girl squads. For decades. Wait. Can I do a reporter voice? I've never tried. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we'll try. For decades, communities across the world have owed their peaceful lives to the work of enigmatic magical girls. The residents of Diamond Cove fondly remember the service, are now retired centennials put into achieving peace. Alistair looks totally engrossed in the program. I guess it's nice to feel appreciated. Today, we'll look back on some exceptional magical predecessors who worked hard to keep the world safe. Petal Princesses, Fruit Fatale, and solo star Sweetie Honey. Wait, I know this one. I know that she's the first. She's the first. I think I info dumped a little bit about this at the start of last week's stream of this. But Cutie Honey is the first ever magical girl anime, and if I remember correctly, I think like her whole thing is they just kind of came up with her because they needed to fill a slot, and so she was initially just kind of like made as a shonen, actually. Like, she was targeted towards guys, which is kind of why she looks like that. If anyone knows what Cutie Honey looks like, that's why she looks like that. Good for her, though. But I think that's so funny that that's how she got started, and then Magical Girl has kind of become, like, a staple of stereotyping shoujo, which is so fun. I love that. Cutie Honey reference. I'm loving all the anime references. I really do feel like the target audience. The program drones on about Petal Princesses, a trio of floral magical girls with purifying powers. Bonded together, they worked to put a stop to a magically enhanced automotive company that was responsible for drowning their city in smog. Oof. Not the pollution. Black and white photos of girls smiling towards the camera flash by on the screen. They look proud of their work. The reporter speculates on the group's whereabouts now. It's been 30 years since their last appearance. A climate-conscious group from the 60s is pretty... These have to be related to Lee's. They were totally ahead of their time. I grab a half-eaten box of crackers to snack on while the program continues. Maybe I'm just hungry, but I'm more tired than usual after work. Reporter. Next up, Fruit Fatale, a bold, colorful group active in the late 70s. Stay tuned to learn about this group's tragic end. Not the tragic end. But now I play characters like Mrs. Lovett from Sweeney Todd, Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, Catherine Plummer from Newsies, Hope Claudel from Urinetown. Took a long to type. No, that's so fair, that's so fair. Elle Woods would be a fun character to play. I've not seen like the actual stage play of that, but I've seen the movies. She's so cool. Elle is iconic. And Mrs. Lovett is also a really fun character. I'm not super familiar with the other two though, but I hope they're fun. I've heard a little bit about Newsies, but I've never like listened to it or watched it. But I've heard Urinetown is amazing. Like surprisingly amazing. That unlocked a memory. I remember when I was in high school, one of my friends got like really into Urinetown, but she didn't like tell us a whole lot about it, but she was super into it. Mrs. Lovett takes a lot out of me. That's fair. That's so fair. Somebody knocking on my door? Yeah? Upstairs. Okay. Alistair has curled up in a ball on my lap. Apparently, Fruit Fatale was led by Strawberry Sayori, a peak-themed magical girl with the ability to float. She was backed by 3 other fruit-themed girls. Musecat Marina boasted ability-enhancing capabilities. According to the program, she paired well with another member named Banana Brie. Is this Tokyo? I've never seen Tokyo Mew Mew. But for some reason, this feels like Tokyo Mew Mew. All I know is that, like, one of the girls is named Ichigo, and that's Japanese for strawberry, so it could be. Fruit-themed. I don't know. The 4th Avocado Anna. I love that. Can absorb magical power from the enemy. I'm almost done with my stack of crackers. It's not helping much with energy levels. Not exactly seeing how the fruit theme is related to their powers. Fruit Fatale were on their way to becoming the best and brightest stars of the 70s. That is, until one fated day. Alistair's ears prick upwards. A picture of Strawberry Sayori is shown, shifting from full color to grayscale. No. That's what's gonna happen to us! December 31st, 1979. Strawberry Sayori tragically lost her life after an accidental fall. Fruit Fatale was immediately disbanded, and the remaining 3 members have not been spotted in public since. The program continues on, speculating on potential causes of Sayori's accident. Why couldn't she stop her fall with her floating ability? Was she mid-battle with a terrible enemy? There's a queasiness that grows in my stomach as the reporter muses on the dangers of magical girlhood. I think about close calls we had in the past. Some days we celebrated after the fights. We felt like we were on top of the world. Other days we were exhausted and we got hurt. Alistair, can we please change the channel? I'm not feeling this tonight. He's trying to tell us something. Sorry, bud. I'm super tired. I just need to sleep it off. You know, I think these last few days of the millennia are gonna be wild for us. I stay up way too late reading my favorite shoujo manga. Which love interest will Minako choose? Alistair jumps on my stomach to wake me up, demanding food. Alright, alright. Oh no, I overslept and now I'm late for work. Time for work. Another day of minimum wage. Whoopee. Welcome to... Shut the hell up, everything's too loud. Overstimulated. So loud I can't hear Ara's voice anymore. Excuse me? Her album used to pull me through the day. Now I feel nothing. Damn. Huh? Well, maybe we have something that can help. Ara's brush set. This sample set of brushes are shaped like microphones. Aren't they so cute? Look, so cute and pink, just like Ara. Hello? Just give it to me. I can picture it. Ara singing into these brushes. I can hear her voice again, so give it to me now. Whoa, they're super pushy now. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with now? Let's go see Miranda. It's not hard to guess where Miranda will be at any hour of the day. As predicted, I find her hard at work at the woodshop again. She seems to be more intensely concentrating than usual. There's beads of sweat on her brow. Knock knock. Hey Mel, come in. When she sees me, she steps away from her project, the beginnings of a gorgeous bookshelf using different types of wood, and wipes off her sweat. She hands me safety glasses with a nod. What are you working on today? It must be really tough because you're working up quite the sweat. The project isn't the toughest part. Well, what is? I'm trying not to put any of my magic into it. I thought it'd be easier, but it takes a lot of effort just to keep it held back. Honestly, it's a bit strange building something this way. Praise your efforts. That must be really difficult, and the piece is coming out great. I don't need empty praise. It's not, I'm being supportive. It's what you wanted, right? Create without magic? And this time you can't blow it up. Well, I could. I give her a desperate look. A bookshelf is a lot bigger than a box. The explosion would be pretty, but vast. But I won't. Phew. That's like the one thing that I hate when people make things and they're dissatisfied with their work and then they just destroy it. Or like, I knew a person that would make props for cosplays, never actually cosplay, just make the props, get halfway through, and then just tear it to pieces. Like, I don't know what was going on with them, but that's how all of their props went. I don't know if this is what I want anymore. Trying to work like this all the time would make my workflow impossibly slow and hard. But then again, I'm trying to figure out where magic fits into my life now. This is an experiment. I don't want magic to be some crutch. And I don't want to assume it has to be part of everything I do. Is this why you wouldn't let me try healing your wounds last time? Or your hands? Miranda reflexively looks away. She starts sanding the edge of a wood block. I can tell she's avoiding more of this conversation. It's part of it, but... Miranda disappears back into her work. It's so hard to know what's going on in her head. Let's offer to help. Can I help with what you're working on? Miranda looks at me grumpily. Do you know what a spoke shave is? A razor that can talk? My point exactly. Do not touch the dangerous tools. I have this. Okay. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Something's bugging you. And I never know if I should ask or avoid with you. Ugh, Mel, fine. Remember when the Shadow Society set up that trap for us at the Natural History Museum? All those reanimated dinosaurs coming right at us? I froze. Poor KJ had to save our skin with their bubbles yet again. I don't think we appreciated how much of a toll protecting all of us took on them. Even I took them for granted sometimes. I wish I had been better at protecting you all. I'm not saying this is about you. I'm trying to talk about me. It's okay to be dependent on your friends sometimes. There are plenty of times you took the initiative. We were all pretty stunned when Deadly Derek pulled out the Staff of Ultimate Power. I thought we were done for. But then you stepped up and revealed that you had already snuck into his lair and swapped it with a fake made from your magic. You exploded the faux staff right in its face. Priceless. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? And you didn't even tell us you had done it, you sly minx. Saved our butts. Where did we put the ultimate staff of power? Oh, oops. It might be in my parents' storage unit. Yikes. Yeah. Oh, and remember the fight at the power plant? If you hadn't been there. I appreciate this, Mel. Feels good to be recognized and remind myself that I wasn't always the helpless one in the group. Hardly. We always knew we could depend on you. I hope you felt you could depend on us too, and can depend on me now. As not just teammates. That's the flirty answer. Yeah, but we're also friends. Or more than friends. That sounds pretty good. Miranda smiles. I put my hand on her arm. Her forearms are buff. I like it. I don't want you to only associate me with the past, since I know it's painful. Maybe we can make some new memories together. I'd like that. I gently take my hand away, but Miranda grabs it. You got some wood stain on your hands. Sorry, I'm covered in it. She takes a rag and cleans off my hand. Diligently. We spend the rest of our time chatting about her projects. She explains to me that a sawhorse is not just a horse covered in saws. Who knew? I should get back to it. Feel free to visit me again sometime. I will. Who should I go hang out with now? Ara. It's our only choice. Ara wants to meet up to discuss more theories. We decide that maybe we should avoid public places this time for various reasons. She says her place is too risky. Can't cause a scandal by being photographed leaving her home, so I offered to meet at my apartment. The knock on my door comes earlier than expected, and I frantically rush to clean what I can, throwing dirty clothes into my closet and stuffing trash into an overfilled bin. Hopefully she doesn't look too closely. I don't want to give her another reason to complain about me. Hi, welcome! Thanks for letting me come over. No problem, just don't judge anything. Alistair hops down from his window napping spot to welcome her. He nuzzles against Ara's palm. Hi there, Alistair. Sorry that I can't understand you right now. Meow. I try not to look nervous as Ara glances around the apartment. I forgot how weird it can feel to have someone invading your space, even if they were invited. Which room is yours? I point to the closest open door, and she peeks into my bedroom. Ha! I knew it! She points to where an old girl group poster is taped to the wall. There are rips in the corners and smudged red lipstick stains on the top of members. You still have the TTJ poster. I'm not ashamed. Their music is eternal. Do you remember that time we went to their concert together? I remember when you made eye contact with Jessica and she was singing and you passed out. You mean the happiest moment of my life? Of course. I thought you'd be more embarrassed about it. There's no embarrassment when it comes to true love. I don't act like you weren't equally as obsessed with them. You had an entire wedding planned out, all the way down to the types of flowers in your bouquet and everything. Okay, just please don't spread that around. I don't want them to think I'm some kind of stalker. Wait, you actually know them? Not that well. I've only run into them twice. What? When? I might have the picture in here somewhere. Hold on. You carry it around with you, and you think I'm the embarrassing one. Shut up. They're so cute. Hypocrite. Ara digs around her bag, pulling out a few things to get rid of the clutter and tossing them onto my end table. Out comes an array of colorful hair ties, a tiny pack of tissues, a sleek tube of lipstick. Damn, I guess I left it in a different purse. You're using the Centennial makeup? Oh yeah, well, I'm kind of contractually obligated to use it every day for a couple of months, so that fashion magazines can mention the products. I actually enjoy wearing them. The formulas are pretty advanced. I've tested it out for the store demos, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I think the lipstick colors came out way too bold. You probably need to do a thinner layer and blend it out. She picks up the lipstick along with the compact mirror and demonstrates for me. She uses the lipstick to do only a quick swipe in the center of her lips and then taps it out with her fingers. Oh yeah, that does look a lot better. Right? Here, let me try this color on you. I shrug and close my eyes. Ara starts applying the lipstick on me now, and the product feels surprisingly soft and buttery as it's transferred onto my lips. Her finger presses gently against them, and it catches slightly on my bottom lip when she pulls it away. I can't see her, but it feels like she's really close to me right now. Let me put a layer of lip gloss over it. And done. I open my eyes to see her handing me the mirror. It looks surprisingly cute on you. Surprisingly? I take the mirror and hold it up to myself. The color is definitely less bright than I thought it would be. A sheer reddish pink peeking through the sparkly gloss. I still don't know if I would wear it, but it's not bad. It could be a good color to use going out somewhere, like a date night. Maybe I'll use it when you finally agree to introduce me to TTJ. Which I will do without fainting this time. You know, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I was weirdly inspired by that moment. Me fainting? How? Well, it showed me how special an idol can be to someone. They can bring so much joy into a person's life, even if they never get a chance to properly meet that person. I started watching Steven Universe and I'm loving it. Welcome in, Breadmaster! And I'm so happy to hear that. It's such a good show. Steven Universe is definitely one of those shows where in the earlier days, it's very episodic, but like the deeper you get into it, like the deeper you get into the lore and like the plot and everything, and there's still a lot of like filler, but the filler is important for processing everything else. Like it's a nice little, it's good. I love it. It's so good. Ara, you called me out? Not being called out by Ara. Being able to spread joy like that is almost magical, isn't it? Oh, she's so cute. I wanted to be like that too. I want my singing to lift people up, not just weaken them like it does when we're in battle. I want people to look at me the way you looked at TTJ. So what you're saying is that I'm an inspiration to you. Wow, thanks, Ara. I wouldn't say that. You can admit it's okay. Although speaking of inspiration, I've been wondering. The song we heard in the cafe the other day, do you know what it's about? Eternal Rain? The lyrics are pretty cheesy. They're mostly about longing for a lost love. I'll guess. Definitely not Solaire. Definitely not Solaire. Are you hinting that it's about me? What if it is? They're so cute. Just finished season 2, episode 8. Yo, that's very exciting. Which one is that one? If it's like a lore one, if you just want to like vaguely talk about it, let's not spoil anyone who may not have seen it. Wait. I could also just look. I will just look. Hang on. Hang on. I've got a lot of stuff in front of the thing that I can look on. But I've got... Okay. That's upside down. I'm looking through my little book. I'm really into Steven Universe. I've got Steven Universe songs in my streaming playlist. So like some people might know that. I don't talk about it a lot anymore. Okay. It's been 8. Ooh. Okay. You're where the plot starts getting good. Where things start getting pretty serious. Just roughly. I'm excited for you. That's when that like era of episodes is where the show was when I first started watching it, and I got caught up so fast. It was so long ago. But that doesn't make sense. Isn't it a breakup song? We never dated. Just kidding. You don't really think it's about you, do you? Although you're close. It's actually about the Centennials. Splitting up might as well have been a breakup. It hurt more than a breakup ever has. I mean, I don't know if she's dated anyone other than Solaire, but I can't imagine breaking up with Solaire would hurt all that much, to be honest. It felt like I lost everything. You know, I don't have any family left either. I felt so alone. Oh, we did that to her? So I channeled those feelings into his lyrics. Well, the song was a hit, so at least some good came out of it, right? Ara. Am I the only one who misses being in the Centennials? It hurts to think that no one else misses me as much as I miss them, but I guess that's simply how it is. I don't miss everything, but there are definitely some things I miss about it. Ara looks at me with the wide, pleading eyes. Did you miss me? Ever since I started modeling for the Sentimentality campaign, I've been thinking about us. Why is she getting closer? Before I can even answer, Ara closes her eyes and starts leaning towards me. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is too much. Our relationship hasn't leveled up enough for this. Let's slow down. We're only just started hanging out again, and I think we should get to learn more about each other first. I don't know if I'm ready for this type of commitment yet, and... Okay, stop, I get it. I'm such an idiot. I'm not even sure why I did that. She suddenly looks at me with a deadly serious expression. It was a joke. This was a joke, and this never happened. It was a bit. Do it for the bit. I've already watched 60 episodes since I was last in your chat. That's so wild. I remember binging those first 60 episodes. You can blow through them pretty quickly because Steven Universe episodes are so short. And they're so easy to like just keep watching as well. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think it should be one of those two, not both. Just please forget it ever happened, okay? But if you remember it for some reason, then it was all a joke. I love her. I'm going to die of embarrassment now. Goodbye. She takes off, running out of the apartment without even closing the door behind her. She didn't even bother to collect the stuff she left out. I have no idea what that was all about, but I don't think I should bring it up to her again. So much for discussing theories together, I guess. I called everyone to the school to tell them the update about Lise. We followed Lise, and she's definitely not behind all this. Not the oof. Are you sure? Totally certain? Ara sits in a chair looking drained and a bit sullen. We're sure. Whatever's happening seems to be affecting her too, and she's not alone. Before we get too deep into it, I have some theories. I also need to finish I have all my DVDs on a shelf next to my PC. Because that's also where my PlayStation is, which is basically just a DVD player at this point. And I had to put that back because the other ones are falling over. Anyway. I have some theories. I think somebody is either using magic. I mean, it's gotta be magic. Some kind of tampering with the makeup line. Because everyone is being really rabid about the sentimentality makeup. And I also think whatever happened to the fruit fatales, the strawberry girl, she mysteriously could not use her magic, and she was, I assume, the leader. We're the leader. We can't use our magic. It's all connected. It's a generational thing. I don't know if it's the same person that's behind everything, but it's all connected. It's gotta be. Why else did Alistair want to watch the news? He's been trying to tell us something this whole time. The customers at the store lately have been pretty odd. Either manic and dreamy or zombie-like. This can't be a coincidence. So we're back to square one. More like square -10. The problem is growing and we still don't have any answers. Bang. We hear a sudden noise coming from the hallway. No one should be here at this hour. If it's Solaire, I swear. Someone's here. Better not be Solaire again. I love Solaire. He's a silly, goofy little guy. But I'm trying to have plot right now, and he is not good for plot. Quick, bubble shield. Oh, order around Bubble Girl, just like old times. Bet you'd like that, huh? Right, I forgot you only listen to your princess, Mel. Your princess. Mel, please tell your pet to do something more useful than whine. Ara, stop being mean. Besides, our magic might backfire. MHA's next episode should be a really good episode. No spoilers, especially for me because I'm not caught up yet, but I have been seeing some things on TikTok about the latest My Hero stuff. And it does look like stuff is getting pretty good. I've been saying this so I binge read the My Hero manga for like up until the League of Villains arc back in 2019. And then I stopped because I needed to read Stone Ocean and Steel Ball Run and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And ever since then, I've been saying I need to get caught up. And I've been seeing so many like big spoilers. But the one spoiler I didn't know about until it happened in the anime was like the last couple of episodes with Deku's character arc. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But I'm like, yo, what? So now I'm like, really gotta go catch up. Like, for real. Because it looks so interesting. Jackie steps confidently toward the door. Jackie, it's not safe. Our powers may not work. Jackie cracks her neck and holds out her fists. But these still work. She's gonna punch him. Good for her. She posts up at the door, ready to strike. KJ takes the other side, holding a classroom chair above their head. Like, for real? I literally, as soon as I figure out the best, like, website to catch up on the manga, I'm catching up. I'm gonna be honest, I have a really hard time sitting down and actually focusing on the anime, so I'm just gonna catch up on the manga instead, because it's the same story. I'll get the gist. But I really want to catch up. Also, a couple of my friends that I cosplay and go to conventions with, they're caught up on the anime, and they said it's really good. And we also cosplay My Hero together occasionally, so I really need to catch up. What would I look like cosplaying Todoroki, not knowing anything past, like, the League of Villains arc? Okay. I just like being caught up on things that I cosplay from, basically. Like, I don't know if any of you guys remember Welcome to Night Vale, but I started listening to Welcome to Night Vale in like 2017, and 2 months after that, I decided that me and my best friend were gonna be Cecil and Carlos for an anime convention, and I listened to over 70 episodes of that podcast over the course of like a week so that I could be fully caught up on it by the time that I got to the convention. Because I was like taking my time catching up, and then I got like a week out, and I was like, I've got 7 days and 70 episodes to go. Let's listen to nothing but this. And it was a time. I'm about to do that with the My Hero manga, probably. Okay, KJ's ready to attack as well. I put Ara and Miranda behind me. Miranda shifts and puts herself defensively in front of us both. I can see you're both exhausted. Hang back, we have this. She's right, but if anything happens, I might not be able to heal everyone. I can't fail them like this. We look anxiously towards the door. Intruder. Oops. Oh no. Smack. The sound of someone tripping and hitting the ground. Jackie uses this opportunity to throw open the door and we see... Lise! My girl. Lise on the floor. Hello? Jackie drops her stance. Is she blushing? You can always count on Jackie to be Jackie. I love this. I love that so many of the characters, I don't know if it's like just implied or if they do actually have crushes on each other. We could be a big poly group, and I love that. I love that so much. Oh, hello there. Lise? What are you doing here? I thought you said she wasn't the villain. Let her talk. Lise, are you okay? Miranda! Yeah, I'm okay. Lisa's eyes widen when she takes in the whole crew. You must be Jackie. You look very strong today. I'm KJ. Oh, like, what's up? I'm cool. You hanging out? KJ smirks at Lise, trying to be chill. They turn to Ara. We have names for every ship. Crushes are canon. I love that. I love that so much. We have names for every ship. That's so cute. I love that. I really, truly love that. I feel like this is... My history of dating sims is... The first dating sim I ever played, I didn't understand it was a dating sim, so I basically tried to date every character and it didn't work for me. And a lot of dating sims do kind of like punish you for trying to date other characters, but I like how this one, I'm flirting with everyone and there seems to be no consequences so far, and that's great. And everyone is also flirting with each other. It's a big vibe. Real evil genius over here, right? Lise sees Ara and looks confused. The celebrity guest is here too? Lise, why are you here? I came to work at the end of your shift to thank you the other day. People were weird. I wanted to make sure you were okay, so I followed you. She wanted to make sure we were okay. Guess we'll call that even. Something's going on, isn't it? I look to the others, but their look says that it's up to me to decide. Tell her the truth. I gotta tell her the truth. I take Lise aside and fill her in about magic failing, about how it seems to be affecting ordinary people too. She takes it all in thoughtfully. I finally get to lay in bed. Nice. Very nice. Big win for bisexual disaster. And you're a magical girl? Pulled from retirement, but yes. And what are all your powers? How many villains have you fought? Have your identities been compromised? Lise, I know it's a lot to take in. I can't answer everything tonight, but I will, I promise. It is a lot to take in. And I said all that stuff about magical girls. Yeah, what's up with that? Miranda elbows Ara. When I was little, I was playing out in the national forest that my family lived in and cared for. I guess some big villain had been attacking Diamond Cove, and some magical girl team drew the villain away from the city to avoid casualties. But one of them accidentally started a forest fire. I know they didn't mean to, but the smell of burning, the animals screeching, and running my home? She has trauma. If we had all known the plan, maybe we could have evacuated or prepared or even helped. I felt so scared and small that day. But the firefighters and the volunteers, it took days, but they took on the blaze, and that's when I knew I wanted to do something good in the world too. And I wanted to do it in defiance of magic, that even being ordinary, I can make a difference. Please, I'm so sorry about your home. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have judged all magical girls based on that day. I resented your strength because I felt weak. And I'm older now. I know that good actions can have unintended consequences. I'm especially sorry to you, Aura. What? Me? I judged you especially harshly. I hope you can forgive me. Well, since you said it so nicely. And I bet you're all here trying to find a way to help, aren't you? Even at the expense of your own safety. We are. Whatever's happening is spreading fast. It's going to be a big fight, isn't it? Join us. It'll be that much more manageable with you on our side. Bees lights up. You really think I can help? I hate to be the bee in the bonnet, but she doesn't have powers. Neither do we right now, technically speaking. I don't know. I'll feel stronger with her around. Or I know I'll feel stronger with her around. I bet she has lots of great skills. I do. I can film your exploits. I'm great at animal calls. Oh. I can compliment you in battle, and I bet it'll make you feel stronger. I can create distractions. Whoa, girl. We know you'll be able to help. For now. Welcome to the Centennials. Lee smiles widely. What's my name gonna be? Can I be Centennial Beaver? Beavers bond for life. No, that's so presumptuous. Then I'd be called Centennial. Perhaps team support, codename Aardvark. Let's start with getting you up to speed. Welcome to our dysfunctional family. We discuss our plan to be more aggressive in our investigation of the problem. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what's happening soon. Base Lee's. I love Lee's. She's so cool. And now we're even stronger. Whoever's behind this better watch out. Finally, time for bed. I stay awake for a while with the usual 20-something's existential dread, but I eventually fall asleep. Fair. I can hear the sound of laughter? Ara's giggle rings out higher than the rest. No, not Ara. It's Boyoung's voice. Boyoung with Miranda, Jackie, and KJ. They're sitting in a circle on the rooftop of our high school. Jackie beckons me over with a big grin. She gives me a supportive pat on the back as I sit with them. On the left of Jackie, I see Miranda focused on her wood carving project. I never took Miranda for being so artsy, but she's been delving into this hobby pretty hard lately. A bespectacled brunette KJ hovers over her. They give Miranda an awkward thumbs up when Miranda holds what appears to be a crude carving of Alistair up to examine. He looks a little wonky, but charming wonky. I give the wooden Alistair a nod of approval. Boyoung makes a comment and Jackie smiles along. I exhale and feel my whole body relax. This is my team. Better yet, these are my best friends. I'm where I'm meant to be. And then I feel a sharp pain. Ugh. 4 points around my stomach. It's like acupuncture, but instead of needles, it's pure concentrated weight. Yes. 8 tons each. Ow. I wake up in my bed, Alistair hovering over me, peering right into my soul. Meow. Alistair, seriously? That's when I register the sound of my alarm. How long has it been going off for? I push Alistair off me and roll over to check the time. It's noon? I whip myself out of bed, my legs feel like lead, and I want nothing more than to bury myself back under the covers, but I'm already late for work. Meow. I know, you're probably tired too. Wake me up sooner. I stumble into the bathroom and grab my makeup. I'm late, like seriously late. I could get fired. And I really shouldn't bother with this now, but... Oh, he's hissing. Alistair, I know how late I am, but my manager would hate to see me barefaced at work. I may as well. I fasten my hair up quickly and grab some makeup samples strewn about the countertop. It's from the Sentimentality line. I could use something different for once, but it doesn't matter. It's time to hurry up and put my look on. I can feel Alistair clawing up and down my pajama pants. Once my face finally comes together, I'm starting to feel a bit more energized. I remember my dream from earlier. I definitely wanted to hold on to that moment a little longer. That's probably why I slept in. I don't think so. I think your life force is slowly siphoning off. Phew, I think I'm ready to go. And Alistair, chill. I'm meeting with the squad later. We're gonna figure this out. Alistair blinks at me, but not in a cute, cat slow blink kind of way. In a judgmental way. I'll be back later. I scramble with my shoes, nearly forgetting my keys on the way out the door. Time for work. Is it time to retire yet? Mood. Welcome to Glamour Pop. Give it to me. You, give it to me. Whoa, calm down. What are you looking for? Hey, please don't break the glass. It's gotta be sentimentality. I should keep my distance. I'll chuck it at them. Take this. Look, Ara's brush set just landed at your feet. They're going feral. Seems like they're satisfied with this. I have free time now. Thankfully, I had a not so terrible day at work. I feel like I have the energy to do a couple of things today. Who should I go hang out with now? Liz. Liz and I have been work wives for so long, but we've never actually hung out at one of our places. We're both a bit tired from work. When we made plans, we decided just hanging out at home would be best. I panic cleaned as much as I could. Alistair couldn't take all the fuss I was making and went for a walk around the neighborhood, but not before giving me a very judgmental meow. Uh-oh, is that the door? Liz is here. Gotta hide the rest under the bed. Hey, Mel. Wow, your room is so cool. Thanks, don't mind the mess. It looks very neat. Wow, I'm a slob compared to you. Oh, I guess I'm just a tidy person. And a casual liar. Actually, I just panic cleaned before you got here. Phew, I would have been too embarrassed to ever have you at my place. At her place? I imagine us eating snacks and sitting close on her couch, her two kitties curled up on our laps, talking the right way, or the night away. I'd love to see it sometime, the inside part of your apartment. Am I getting flustered? Is it because I'm loving the idea of being closer friends, or something more? No time to sort out my feelings now. I'm hosting a guest. I'll definitely panic clean for you. Nice. How have you been doing? I know I dumped a lot of info on you recently. It was a lot to take in, but it filled in some gaps that I already suspected. Like the puzzle pieces are finally fitting together. I'm glad I'm able to be a part of things with you. And otherwise, I've been doing okay. A lot of thinking. I wanted to talk to you more about the future. Ominous? Like the career stuff we talked about in the park. Less ominous. Of course, I'm happy to talk more about that. I think I've made a decision. Wow, that's big! It is. Am I allowed to know? Oh, right! You can't read my mind, can you? If I could read minds, I'd be way better at customer service. That's true. You're pretty bad. Hey! I've decided that I'm going to university. That's great. I have to take the exams and research schools, but I wanted to tell you, our conversations have really helped me face all that I've been afraid of and avoiding. I'm really proud of you. That is a big step for her to take. Do you know what you want to major in? That's right, I have to pick only one, don't I? What if I hate it? What if... Lee stops and takes a big breath. I don't have to pick right away. That's the point. I've been so nervous about picking something. All I really needed was the next step. University will let me explore majors and jobs, and even try them out. Maybe that'll make the decision a little less scary. I know that I want to work in the sciences and be of service to a good cause. Beyond that, I'm keeping myself open to the possibilities. Maybe I'll even take a few film classes. She's gonna graduate a film major to make documentaries. It's a pipeline. You start off with the more sciencey things like IT, computer science, maybe in her case, probably biology, and then you just give into the hobby. It becomes your life. Couldn't be more happy for you, Liz. This sounds wonderful. I couldn't have done this without you. Would you come visit me at school? Or even come with me? Do you think you'd want to go back to school? Let's go to school together. I want to go to university. I'd have to get my GED first, but I felt like I missed out on the school experience in high school. Plus, I miss shopping for school supplies in a major way. Yay, study buddies! I can't think of anything better. Now that Lise has told me her big news, the room gets a bit quiet. I feel like I should reciprocate somehow. Is there even anything left? I feel like I've spilled all my secrets over the past few days. Oh wait, there's something I haven't told her yet. I wonder how she'll take it. Lise, I have something to tell you too. You do? What is it? I'm not from planet Earth. I was born on a planet called Serentia, the last princess of a royal family, but the planet was under attack and I was smuggled off-world as a child and brought here, where I was adopted. Oh no. This was too weird, wasn't it? Too much. I shouldn't have said anything. Why am I such an idiot? Should I pretend I'm kidding? Ha! Got you. You're an alien? Lisa's eyes grow wide in wonder. Maybe this isn't too bad. Yes? That is amazing! Okay, not so bad at all. Lise crawls over to me and looks at my face strangely. Do you have a different biology than humans? Or are you mimicking ours? You can put away a ton of snacks. Is your stomach bigger? Do you have multiple stomachs like a cow? I don't know how many stomachs I have. You need to find out. What if you got sick? Lise starts poking me in the stomach. Yikes. Sorry, I was trying to feel your organs. Say you like her hands on you. That's pretty, I was just surprised, but I don't mind your hands on me. Lise blushes intensely. Then she gets in real close. I can feel the warmth of her face as it nears mine. She takes her hand and brushes my cheek. Whatever. We're making it official. Whatever your alien biology is, it's perfect. I put my hand over hers and we sit like that for a moment. I stare into Lisa's eyes and see how intensely green they are. I think to myself that she's perfect too. I'm about to say it when... Bang. My roommate slams the front door. The sound shocks us from our moment and we back up. I can't say it enough. I'm glad I met you, Mel. Me too. I know things are hard right now, but our futures are going to be bright. I can feel it, and I'm so glad we'll tackle it together. I can't think of a better work wife to work through life's obstacles with. Lise and I spend the rest of the night doing 16 magazine quizzes and talking about the future. It's never felt so easy to imagine that I might be able to make my future what I want it to be. But alas, the night must end as they always do. I walk Lise home just to be safe. Well, just to spend more time with her, honestly. And I walk back home with a big smile on my face. They're so cute. Who should I go hang out with now? Let's go see... Ara? We don't see her as often. Ara took back all of her reasons for not wanting to meet in a public place before, and she asked me to meet at the mall instead. I can tell she's still embarrassed about what happened last time. I don't mention that part, though, because I like staying alive. Fair. She's disguised again, but in the crowded food court, things are so chaotic that no one pays attention to us. For that reason, we also aren't too worried about anyone overhearing us. So what's the plan? More investigation? Yep. Let's look around together, act normal, and if anything looks suspicious, be discreet about it. My mouth is full of Auntie Avy pretzels. So real. So real. So I give her a double thumbs up. After we leave the food court, we visit each store one by one. The only bad vibes we got were in the luxury handbag store, particularly from the employee who looked annoyed that we weren't interested in buying anything. The opposite happened in the accessory store, where we spent too long trying on colorful berets and butterfly clips, and Ara ended up buying us multiple packs of them. I'm having fun, but something tells me Ara might have forgotten about the reason we're here. Come on, let's do a photo shoot, or the photo booth. She tugs me along and we slide into the curtained booth. Ara inserts some money and chooses a frame for the pictures. We smile for the first one, strike exaggerated model poses for the second, make hearts with our hands for the third, and... Quick, what's the last one going to be? Can I just actually date all of them? We kiss her cheek, and she is shooketh. The camera captures her shocked face, but it's too quick to catch the intensely red blush that follows. Jeez, what was that? You're giving me really mixed signals here. We collect the reels, and Ara hands me my copy. They came out really cute. Yeah, that was fun. But should we go back to searching for clues now? Oh, right, my bad. It's been a while since I've been able to hang out with a friend like this, so I got a little carried away. Let's go back to the food court to talk. We return to our temporary base of operations, the table in front of Mr. Burger, and try to figure out what we can with the little information we have. So, in the past, we knew exactly who the enemy was. They normally don't go through the effort to hide their tracks like this. That's true. Usually they're all, I am the evil villain from the heinous otherworldly dimension. Bow before me. Ho ho ho. Right? They were cocky and they wanted us to know who they were. This enemy is different. I don't know what that means for us, but they're smarter than the others. It feels dangerous. I wonder if we're dealing with something similar to the Black Hole Carnival. The ones who altered our memories and tried to turn us evil? I still have nightmares about them sometimes. That was a rough fight. Yeah, well, it wouldn't have been so rough if we went with my plan instead. Here we go again. Tell her to let go of the past. Ara, it's been years now. I know that meeting up again has brought back a lot of bad memories, but you can't let it get to you like this. We have a mission right now, and we shouldn't let our old petty rivalry get in the way of it. Petty rivalry? That's really what you think it was? You had it out for me. Anytime I suggested something, you would shut me down immediately. Happy to hear that it meant nothing to you, but I still remember how shitty it made me feel. You know I didn't do it to make you feel bad. I was the leader. It was my responsibility to make the hard decisions. You still don't get it, do you? It's not about you making the decision itself. It's about you not taking my opinions into consideration. You didn't even listen to me. Can we please just get past this? I don't want this to ruin the friendship we have now. Who said we're friends now? Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I do want to be friends again, but I don't think we understand each other. I'm not sure if anyone understands me. I want to. Maybe I don't understand you, but I want to. You're important to me, and I want to make an effort this time to understand where you're coming from. You could start by admitting you were wrong about the carnival. Fine, fine. I made a bad call at that time. You were right, and I should have listened to you. If we went with your plan, it would have saved us a lot of misery. Yeah, well, you're a few years too late. I know. Honestly, there were a lot of times that I should have listened to you. Why didn't you? Pride? I was too proud to admit that when I was wrong, especially when it came to you. If I told you that I was wrong about something, you would have never let me live it down. Yeah, that's true. You're supposed to act like it's not true. How about this? If I promise that I won't say I told you so. Across the table, Ara holds out her pinky to me. Promise you'll at least listen to what I have to say this time around. I grin at her, interlock our pinkies, and press our thumbs together. Promise. She smiles back as she lets go of my hand. You can lean on me, okay? You don't have to carry the burden of making all the decisions by yourself. I never wanted you to. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Ara. Why do you look like you're going to try to make out with me again? Shut up! No, I don't! They're such a fun dynamic. Fuck you, I told you to forget that it ever happened. I was going to treat you to ice cream, but never mind. No, not my sippin' shots. Okay, I take it back. Fine, but this is your last warning. Oh, by the way, I have a concert soon. If you want to come by, we can hang out backstage before the show. I love Ara's home. Ara is so cute. And I absolutely love their dynamic. It's so fun. Ara ruffles through her purse and pulls out a folded flyer, which she unfolds and hands to me. She must have been planning to ask me from the beginning. Here's the date and location if you're interested. Will there be free snacks there? Of course, I love snacks. Yes. If you can't make it, I understand. Prioritize figuring out what's wrong with magic first. Got it. Thanks for the invite. We decided to call it a day there. We didn't exactly get much investigation done, but I had a fun time anyway. Aura ends up buying us ice cream, so I call that a successful mission. I'm the last to arrive as everybody else is seated. Wait. That's funny. Last to arrive, but we were already there. We must have just went and fucked off somewhere for a little while. Closing up Glamour Pop for the day felt like a waking nightmare. I could barely keep myself together as I stumbled out the door. Please tell me someone grabbed a drink for me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I just walked through a desert to get here, and an oasis is right in front of me. And the oasis is full of sweet, sweet Diet Pepsi. Miranda raises an eyebrow and slides a cup my way. Seriously, you've got to take better care of yourself, Mel. Your complexion isn't looking so hot. Eat something too. I plop down in the empty seat next to her and plant my face straight on the table. Sweet, sweet Pepsi. When they put it like that, they really do make it sound like it's really good. I promise you, this isn't just low blood sugar. It's been like this all week. It's been that way for me too. Work is normally exhausting, but now I feel like a brown bat. Or a little brown bat. Oh? I see the resemblance. They're cute too. I don't think she means a physical resemblance. This is the part when Lise then tells us an animal fact like little brown bats are tired a lot or something. Lise does not provide a fun fact about the little brown bats because she's already drifted off into a half-sleep leaning on Miranda's shoulder. Ara pops open a chip bag and dumps the contents onto a tray in front of us. She has her eye-catching wig on again. Yeah, I can offer some solidarity on that front. I felt like garbage in the recording studio today. It's weird. I feel all right in the mornings when I'm getting ready. Ugh, but later, when I'm really in the thick of the work, this horrible feeling just gets worse and worse. I feel like I just crave breaks. Taking a few minutes to freshen up, get some air. That's the only time I feel normal lately. Happy even. It's the makeup. It's the makeup. Of course, the guys at the studio think I'm just a massive diva. Jackie puts down a comically huge burger. Is that thing a triple stack? I know what you mean. I've gotten even more tired in training. My head's been foggy. I've had to cancel on Layla a few times because I just can't bring my A game. I'm trying to do right by her, but I've been too distracted and fussy over how I look and it's seriously getting into my head. I never took myself for the vain type, but maybe it's the old insecurities coming back. Jackie. Honestly, I'm not experiencing these symptoms on the same level as you guys. And I wish I knew what was going on. At least Miranda and I have been mostly in the clear. Well, about that... I know I said in the past I wasn't experiencing it, but I think I am, actually, just a little bit. What? Even you? There's been a lot on my mind lately, and I feel like I'm falling behind at work. I got scolded the other day for forgetting to put on safety glasses. I mean, that's like safety rule number 1. Miranda pauses, looking uncomfortable at what she just disclosed. The Miranda I know would never mess up a simple safety procedure like that. This can't go on. The loss of our magic is one thing, but our health is another. A beat passes. Everyone is lost in thought. I think about everything that's happened so far. The gradual loss of our powers, how I can no longer understand Alistair, how we investigated Lise and found her acting way more than strange, the seemingly random flashes of nostalgia, remembering our glory days for far more than usual, and this gnawing feeling in the pit of my stomach that I should get up right now and put on another coat of lipstick. Makeup. Oh, the bathroom's to the left. Ara's so helpful. Actually, I'll go with you. I think my mascara is clumping again. Ugh. No. Guys, hear me out. I frantically rummage through my purse and dump the contents on the table. Amongst crinkled receipts and dusty candy wrappers are the samples of sentimentality I've been using all week. I grab a makeup brush. It's subtle, but it's there. A pull, a gut feeling that says I need to use this. This is the source of everything that's been happening. A makeup brush? Or not just a brush. It couldn't be the makeup. The whole table looks incredulous. A moment passes, but their faces darken. Of course, KJ and I haven't been using it like you three have, and it matches how we've been affected. With the rate I've been applying it, I can't deny it makes sense. Speaking of which, our customers have been going wild for this stuff. It's like there's an addictive quality to it. It gets in your head. Been lurking this whole time. We love lurkers. Who would I be to call people out on that? For context, I lurk a lot. Some in chats. Like, I'll say hi and then I'll just go like lay down or multitask while watching streams. Start thinking about old times. Lee salivates at the sight of it. And after it fades, you're left feeling empty, which only makes you want it more. You know what? I'm done with speculating. Miranda slams her hands down on the table and stands up, looking determined. I'm a chronic multitasker, feel you? I feel like I can't get anything done unless I'm like doing multiple things at a time. Or like watching something while doing it. Miranda slams her hands down on the table and stands up looking determined. We need definites right now. Well, you know it's serious when it goes to like the close-up, more than just the sprite. Everybody looks shocked by her outburst. Miranda's never taken the lead like this. I think back to years ago, where Miranda's voice, a bit softer than the others, would falter mid-sentence. Where she'd struggle to shrug off Boyoung's incessant babying. And she worried about not being able to hold a decent conversation with Jackie. And spoke quietly with KJ on the side, comforting them when the Centennial's pillar of defense was feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes I'd see her sitting at her desk after school. She'd be carving those tiny wooden figures at her desk, totally focused. I see the same Miranda now, finally taking charge. Lee's looks surprised too, but her expression grows sad. We need to finish this. I can't stand seeing ordinary people like Lee's get hurt. Miranda shoots me a look, then looks back at the table. Mel, I'm borrowing this. Miranda! Miranda holds up a highlighter compact and pops it open for everybody to see. She dabs a light finger into the glittery powder and swipes her cheek with it. We all lean in. I know I shouldn't, but just watching Miranda use the makeup makes me want to use it too. Seeing you all gather around like this, it reminds me of how we used to hang out here, after class. Shoot, it's getting to me. This feeling's just like that concealer sample I've been using to cover up some late-night dark circles. Miranda, that's enough! There must be some mistake. It's just makeup. Is it? Let's take a look inside. Miranda takes the compact and holds it up. She imbues it with just a hint of her Stardust magic, just enough to burst the compact open. It lands on the table in pieces. As it does, a dark magical cloud from inside floats into the air and then dissipates. That cloud? That wasn't my magic. It was someone else's. I mean, even if it was the makeup's fault, how is this happening? Who is doing this? I have a theory. Nobody say anything if they know, but I think it might be Anna Lee. Big scary boss lady. Maybe. Ara looks at me for answers, but I know she won't like what I'm about to say. Anna Lee, the woman you're working with. Why am I so in tune with the character right now? What? I figured that ice cold. No, it's like I said before, Anna Lee's doing this sentimentality line for a good cause. I'm doing this for a good cause. Jackie puts a gentle hand on Ara's shoulder. She deflates slightly, looking away. Listen, Ara, this is worth investigating. If we're wrong, we're wrong. But we need to get to the bottom of this. I say we burst into Annalee's place. Tomorrow. You and me, Mel. What? You use your authority as Glamour Pop's #1 employee to get us in the building, and I'll do the rest. The rest of the group looks dumbfounded by KJ's suggestion, but eventually Miranda nods. KJ's right. We need to get to the bottom of this. If we're right about the makeup, all those people we've handed out samples to... Mel, we have to stop the sales somehow. And who knows what long-term exposure will look like. It's decided then. Stealth and espionage. You and me, Mel. Sounds fine with me. We'll reconvene tomorrow evening with our findings. Ara is looking at the floor with a guilty expression. Jackie and Miranda seem uneasy. Jackie especially, who is now fiddling with the contents of her backpack and tossing her makeup products out on the table. I feel terrible knowing I might have inadvertently exposed my friends to the makeup through my job. For Ara and Jackie's health, and for everybody's magic, we have to get answers. I look at KJ, who's wearing a determined expression. I know we will. Finally, time for bed. I stay awake for a while with the usual 20-something's existential dread, but I eventually fall asleep. Alistair jumps on my stomach to wake me up, demanding food. Alright, alright. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. We're actually standing in Annalie's office. We made it! KJ, I can't believe you know how to pick locks. Just takes a little practice and the right tools. I could show you sometime. I'm freaking out. This is like a crime? Are we criminals now? The real crime here is this obnoxious office. It takes up the whole floor, but is it big enough to contain Annalie's ego? We were unbelievably lucky to sneak in here. I somehow convinced the security at the front desk that I was here to interview for my promotion from sales assistant to manager at my store's location. They didn't seem especially convinced, but let me through when KJ gave them the stink eye. When we reached the middle floors, KJ chatted up some office ladies to figure out when Annalie's lunch break was. They sure know how to put the moves on. Now we're here, in the director's office. This place feels pretty empty. It's kind of intimidating. I love committing crimes with KJ. Crimes with KJ. It's a good bit. Rich people taste. Everything's minimal. Ho ho ho, I can afford to take up loads of space and put nothing in it. That explains Minecraft builds, then. So what do we do now? We dig up as much dirt as we can. But where from? There's nothing here. Maybe there's a secret room or something? It's probably all on her computer. Ah, yes. Computers. Not this again. I take it you still haven't learned how to use a computer. Well, they keep changing so fast, you know? What's the point of learning if it's all obsolete in a year? In a few years? Girl. Girl. Well, at least we know the main character is exempt from the Y2K computers dying into the world craze. Remind me, why are you the one in charge again? Strong delegation skills? Computers are dumb. I miss the MC doesn't know how to use a computer trope. I've actually not played a lot of games or like seen that a lot, but it's really fun. Look, I know about stuff that's actually important, and computers aren't important. Oh, they're just for dorks like me who are in the school computer club, huh? Yeah, kinda, but I can't say that to KJ's face. It's a very 90s anime thing. That is true, that is true. Honestly, that's so wild to me, because, like, I was born in 97, so I wasn't, like, really and truly a functioning human being with thought and, consciousness until, like, the 2000s. But it's so wild to me how fast, like, computers really came up. Because now, or not even now, like, in 2010, if your character didn't know how to use a computer, frustrating. Nobody would do it. Everyone knew how to use it. But just 10 years prior? That's kind of wild. This really puts it into perspective. I mean, they are important, I guess, for society, but I leave all that stuff to the experts, you know? Computers really aren't that difficult to use these days. You don't even have to type out commands anymore. My dad was telling me about that. He had a little, like, I don't know if it was a computer class or if it was a part of another class he had in high school, but it was just like punching in commands. Wild. Even you can manage it. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Keep your voice down, princess. We don't want to blow our cover because you don't know how to use a mouse. Come on, let me wow you with my ability to point at things and click them. We approach Annalie's enormous desk and notice it's covered in Glamour Pop makeup samples. KJ takes a spin in the luxurious leather office chair. You're fired. And you're also fired. You, get the mayor on the phone. I want to buy the police. Actually, that's probably not too far from the truth. They rummage through their backpack and bring out a pencil case. To my surprise, it's a case full of CDs and floppy disks. Back to business, I guess. They start up the computer, and when it asks for a password, they load up a CD labeled C41D. Wait, acid. Yeah. It sure is labeled something. After a few seconds, all kinds of weird stuff starts happening on the screen. They didn't teach you this at the school computer club, did they? What do you think, princess? They're now typing in lots of commands on a black and green screen. They're in. No. What you're doing looks super illegal. Yep, just don't ask me where I got this software. I'd have to kill you. They're really concentrating. I should probably stay quiet and check on those makeup samples. This could take a... I'm in. Nice. I'm glad they said the thing. Wait, what? You're amazing, KJ. I had no idea what just happened, but it's really impressive. It's just some messing around. Anyone could learn it. But like, we're inside Annalie's computer now. Yep. She must be one paranoid lady because her system is off the corporate network. Didn't even have to bother with network security. Just a direct, unmonitored line to the outside world. Had I known, we could have done this remotely. Slow down. I only understood that last part. You're saying we didn't need to break in? In theory, yes, but it took getting all the way here to her desk to learn that. Life's little ups and downs. So what do we do now? Why don't you take a look for yourself? It's one of those new iPlum computers. Very user-friendly. They get up and dramatically gesture towards the chair. I guess now's as good a time as any to learn how to use one of these things. I fumble around the computer for a minute until KJ leans over and guides my hand over to the web browser. If you want to find out somebody's dirty secrets, a great place to start is their web browser history. Web? You mean the World Wide Web? Oh, no, just listen to me. I sound like an old granny. After this is all over, I'm taking computer classes. Maybe KJ could teach me? On the other hand, I'd probably be way too slow for them. And maybe they teach me illegal stuff. Is there an illegal way to email someone? I don't know. My thoughts are interrupted when KJ moves my hand over to some kind of banking program. Another place people bury their secrets is financial records. Oh. Why are they looking at me like that? Was I supposed to say something more intelligent? You're such an airhead. What'll it be, princess? You're up the bat. Browser history? Okay, let's check the internet. With a little help from KJ, I connect to the computer to the internet and then open the web browser. Look at me! I'm surfing the information superhighway. There you go. Now let's look up the history. It takes me a minute to figure out, but I get there eventually. KJ is surprisingly patient with me. There's a lot of entries for one website. Inside Maho. I click on the last history entry. Inside Maho seems like some kind of magical girl fan site? Look at you go! And from the looks of it, Annalie has administrator access. That means she runs the site. She owns all this? Why would she run a website about magical girls? Maybe for the makeup line? But then why all the secrecy? That's what we need to figure out. Why don't you click around and see what you can find? Okay. Free community discussion about present and past magical girls on the scene. Submissions are currently open for new photos or videos of magical girls, looking for more content of the Centennials. Questions or complaints can be forwarded to the moderator at avocado78@rotmail.com. Love seeing the Hotmail representation. What did I do? How did I do that? Okay. Alright. Anyone else miss the Centennials? Ara's new single debrief. Looking for more Fruit Fatale pics. Thoughts on Magical Girl today? The site is actually so sad. Who cares about this garbage? How do I become a magical girl? Would you buy merch of your faves? About Muse Cat Mariana and Banana Brie, Strawberry Sayori. That's... Oh, that's typing quirks. Want the secret to becoming a magical girl. That's what that says. Let's try it. This site has been deleted for violating the rules and guidelines. Fair. Okay. We'll just go from the bottom up. Topic, Strawberry Sayori Memorial. I miss her so bad. A real tragedy. R.I.P. forever. It is what it is. She was perfect. There will never be another magical girl like her. Yeah, that's fair. About Muse Cat Mariana and Banana Brie. I heard rumors that they moved in together after Fruit Fatale broke up. They're obviously related, probably cousins. Wait, okay. For people in the chat who don't know about Sailor Moon, there are two characters that are dating. They're explicitly dating. Sailor Neptune and Sailor... No, wait. Yes, no, I don't remember their names. Is it Neptune and Uranus? I think it is. It's the one with the long, like, greenish teal hair and the short blonde hair. They're dating. However, when the show was brought over and localized in America, instead of saying they were dating, they said they were cousins. And that explained why they were kissing and dating, basically, because for some reason America was like, yeah, no, we can't have lesbians, but we can have incest. That's gotta be that's gotta be a reference. It totally inspired this forum post I wrote. I love that so much. Excuse me, why are their cousins kissing? Okay, wait, Doc, did you just, like, miss the first half of that, or is that just, like, a candid reaction to the American logic? Because they're not actually cousins. That's just what they were localized as, because homophobia. No, in the original, just react to, okay. I wanted to make sure, because I may not be super deep on Sailor Moon, but I will always defend them. Okay. Did you buy merch of your faves? Thoughts on merch for Magical Girls? Where do you buy it? Do you support it? Is it creepy? You're worried about being creepy while being on this site? Fair. I don't see a problem with it. They're public figures. They're working hard to protect us, and some want privacy, not to be monetized. Where's the respect? If they wanted to be respected, they should fight in secret then. Anna Lee is the one that's like, it's fine. They're public figures. Public property. How do I become a magical girl? In your dreams? I hear some are aliens from outer space. Give up, buddy. Also, who even needs them right now? Okay. The site is actually so sad. This thread has been deleted for violating rules and guidelines. Thoughts on Magical Girl today? Wish there was new group activity. Somebody needs to stir things up. Anon's on this border like, need the city to get terrorized. Wait, okay, so is Ada Lee causing some problems for the Magical Girl community to have stuff to fan about again? Looking for more Fruit Fatale pics? LOL, why are there so many threads about this group? Seriously, this is the third this month. The mod's obsessed. Holy shit, who cares about a dead group? Clearly somebody cares. Ara's new single debrief. She's so cute. Boring. Think she'll feature the other Centennials on her next album? I want to see the redhead again. Anyone else miss the Centennials? I do! Bubble Girl was my favorite. Wish she'd come back. Group's overrated. She hates us! Anna Lee hates us. Just listen to Ara. Just listen to Ara if you miss them so much. She hates us. She wants us gone. She's a Fruit Fatale stan. Anna Lee is such a hater. She really is. She hates to see us thrive. Yikes, this is borderline obsessive. Okay, let's hit the books. I click on the banking program and a wall of charts and big numbers fill the screen. Oh wow, that's a lot of money. We both look at the screen in silence for a moment, trying to absorb all the new information. Yeah, big money. And not much of it seems to be going to that charity foundation she set up. Wait, she's keeping all the charity money? She's gonna cancel Aura! From the looks of it, she's putting the money into a foundation and then 99% is sent to a mystery account in Switzerland. Headcanon that if this was set in 2023, Anna Lee would be doing that only to have a leak that Aura wasn't donating what she said she would, and then it would cancel her, and then that would ruin the Centennials. If only Twitter was around in 1999. Oh my gosh. Aura has been canceled. Damn. I'd be so sad. That's really suspicious. Anna Lee always seemed so composed and professional. Who knew she had all this going on? We're all full of surprises, Mel. Expect the unexpected. Actually, yeah, that's a real appropriate coming from KJ. Okay, this is kind of incriminating stuff. Let me copy everything to a disk so we have some evidence. Maybe see what else you can find? I get out of the chair and let KJ do their magic. I take a look at the makeup samples on the desk. They're from the Centennials line, Sentimentality, everyone has been obsessed with lately. But that's not really much of a clue, right? Of course she'd have her own products on her desk. Her desk! I rummage through the desk drawers and find some notebooks. I flip through them hoping for some kind of clue. It's all boring financial reports and business strategy. I'm sure someone would find this interesting, but it's not me. I can't believe I'm thinking this, but I was having more fun on the computer. Okay, I started the transfer. Now we just sit tight until it's done. What have you found? Sadly, nothing interesting. I was hoping to see top secret evil scheme on a page, but it's just boring business plans up to the end of the year. Honestly, if I was up to some no good, that's what I would label it. It was top secret evil scheme. I do everything for the bit, and that's a very funny bit. Wait, just up to the end of this year? Yeah, I was hoping to see something cool that hasn't been announced yet, but there's nothing here for the year 2000. Don't you find that a little odd that $1 billion company has no plans for next year, not even the day before New Year's Eve? Maybe it's in another notebook? We look through the drawers again and there's no other notebooks at all. And there were no Y2K plans on the computer either. You're right. That's really bizarre. When you think about it, even I have plans for next year, and I'm not exactly the organized type. She's planning something. We still don't have any killer evidence. All we know is Anna Lee has an unhealthy obsession with this Fruit Fatale group, and she's been putting away the charity funds into a mystery offshore account. And she might be keeping a loose schedule for next year. That's not really going to hold up in court. Fruit Fatale? Why does that sound so familiar? Hello? Earth to Princess. Sorry, I was just thinking about something. Anyways, none of this evidence will hold up in court as it was obtained illegally. KJ, why do you know something like that? It's better if you don't know. Now, if only we had something more concrete, like... Before I can blink, KJ pushes me down onto the floor. We huddle under the desk, and I try my best not to panic. I hold my breath, the echo clicking. The classic close quarters trope. I love it. I hold my breath, the echo of clicking heels fills the room. Those idiots in HR don't know what they're talking about. Constantly grilling me about how bad our retail turnover looks. Selling makeup cannot be that hard. As far as I've seen, those girls just stand around all day. Note to self, investigate automated retail stores. She lets out a long, weary sigh. But it won't matter soon. None of this will matter at all. I can hear her heels pacing around the office. My heart is racing out of my chest. I steady my breathing, trying not to think about how totally screwed we are. The heels stop abruptly. Is she looking out the window, maybe? I just need to be patient. The stage is set, and soon the curtain shall rise. New Year's Eve, the dawn of a new millennium, and the dawn of a new world. Everything I've done so far, this tiresome charade. Charade? This tiresome charade. It'll all be worth it. Note to self, buy yourself a nice dress for the party. You've earned it. Party? What party? KJ's face suddenly turns white. They start frantically pointing up to the computer. They're trying not to mouth something like, but I don't understand. I crawl over to them to whisper. The disc! The disc is still on the computer. I have to get it back. No, it's way too risky. It's our only evidence against her. We need that disc. I take a deep breath and peek over the desk to see where Annalie is standing. She's far enough away that KJ might just make it. I wave the all clear to KJ and they make their move. There goes my steady breathing. I watch Annalie as she stares out across the city. I think she might be talking into a small cassette recorder. Once sentimentality releases across the world, glamour pop will dominate the makeup market. Permanently. Everyone will need our product. They'll crave it like water and air. The brand's reputation, the sales, it'll all skyrocket. I'll have more money and power than I'll know what to do with. Who would dare oppose me when the mere suggestion of reducing supply will send tens of millions of loyal customers into a violent frenzy? After all, I am merely giving the people what they want. Perhaps I'll give a portion of that charity money back to Ara. She's been such a useful puppet. I'll even invite her to my New Year's Eve celebration. Show her the destruction she's caused. At those words, KJ fumbles as they slowly retrieve the disc from the computer. They quickly duck back beneath the desk, disc in hand. We get close and whisper again. Wait, Annalie's been using Ara. Honestly, I suspected Ara and Annalie might have been working together almost this whole time. I love the voice acting. I'm trying my best, thank you. So nefarious. She is. Annalie has got some mischievous plans. And now I kind of feel like an asshole. If we get out of this, remind me to be nicer to Ara. Wait, Annalie stopped talking? Oh no. She totally hurt us, didn't she? A beat passes, and I hear sounds of Annalie turning from the window and walking towards the desk. I emote frantically at KJ, but they shrug in return. Only a few seconds to make a decision. What do we do? Sneak around the desk, maybe? It's time for some tactical espionage action. I try my best to point around the desk for KJ. They sternly nod. Annalie's footsteps are getting louder and louder. It's time to go for it. We quickly crawl from under her desk to the right side as she approaches from the left. She sits down at the desk and starts using her computer. It's probably really obvious someone else was just using it. I don't know much about computers, but I do know they need power. I pull the plug to buy us some time. We hear Annalie gasp in surprise. She gets up and walks around the left side of the desk to look at the back of the computer. She's crouched inches away from us, looking intensely at the ports and cables. I hold my breath and look over at the elevator. Why did this office have to be so stupidly oversized? There's no way we can make it over there in time. My panic is interrupted by Annalie's voice. I swear these machines are more evil than me. She pulls out her cell phone and dials a number. Matthew, is that you? Wonderful. Yes, I have another problem with the iPlum. Oh, happy birthday, Matthew. Goodness, Christmas and a birthday? And New Year's Eve all in 1 week? How nice. Well, yes, it is important, so I'd still like a few minutes of your time. If you please. Is that so much to ask? I think now's our chance. KJ and I slowly inch out from the desk and creep towards the elevator. Fortunately, Annalie's tense discussion with Matthew appears to have her full attention. We both manage to get in the elevator and breathe a heavy sigh of relief as the doors start to close. Just in time for Annalie to lock eyes with us. You two! I suddenly feel a sickening rise of magical energy permeate the air as green sparks crackle around her. She knows. Oh no. Just as she starts to cross the room, the door slides shut. Fuck, that was way too close. Once we're out of the elevator, we need to make a run for it. I nod with a shaky exhale and wait for the end of our descent. Oh no, we've got a lot to discuss with the group. We run to KJ's bike parked across the street and make a quick getaway. KJ takes a long and winding route to the park in case we're being followed. Eventually, we park up and catch our breath. I feel like my heart is trying to escape through my throat. We made it! We escaped! Well, you're an interesting date, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you can see the funny side of all this. I think I'm about to have a heart attack. How did I do this kind of thing on a regular basis? I think I took for granted just how much saving the world keeps you in shape. Anyways, we need to get the gang together. Our little investigation yielded some answers after all. Even if we had to break some rules to get them. Rules? More like laws. But you're right, the Centennials need to know ASAP. Then we'll figure out our next plan of action. I'll go swing by the Golden Glove for Jackie, and that wood shop Miranda hangs at. Right, and I'll ring Ara and call her off work. Wait, work. Shoot, KJ Annalise saw me, she recognized me. She remembers what store I work at. Sounds like a perfect excuse to quit that crappy gig. Congrats, no more I make a dime for Annalise's dollar. No, not congrats, I'm worried, KJ, this might not just affect my job. What about Lee's? What if she threatens her, uses her against us? I'm sorry, but I think I should go to work to make sure she's okay. You can't be serious after everything that just happened. It's like wandering right back into the lion's den. KJ looks worried for me and I feel a bit guilty. But I can't just abandon Lee's. I understand. Protecting people is our thing, after all. Listen, I'll grab everyone, but promise you'll meet us here later, okay? Got it. Thanks, KJ. I run off to work as fast as my feet can carry me. I guess if I'm here, I do still actually have to work. Welcome to Glamour Pop. Ugh. Is he foaming at the mouth? Are you looking for our sentimentality line? Better give him what he's looking for. Glitter compact? This is our special glitter compact. It's just a sample for now, though. Glitter? He took it right out of my hands. Chomp. He ate it? Weird choice, but okay. Work went about as well as I could have gone, all things considered. Lee spent half the day hooting at people to try and get them to stop taking samples, but that didn't stop most of them. They're rabid for it. Once work is over, we rush over to meet the others. It's our old classroom again. KJ and I agreed that this would be the most discreet location. When I slide open the doors to room 3A, I see the whole crew gathered up and looking serious. KJ is standing near the blackboard, clearly mid-explanation. They breathe a sigh of relief when we lock eyes. Mel, glad to see you made it back in one piece. Seriously, I'm glad you're okay. The rest of us took time off today. You're crazy for going into your shift. Sorry to worry everybody, but it's important for me to see what's going on at the store. Our customers have changed. The makeup is really affecting them. Half of them are like zombies and the other half are like hippos treating the makeup like it's water. And you do not want to get between a hippo and the water. And that's not the only problem. I'm sure KJ filled you all in, but Annalise saw us. Well, she definitely saw me. And she definitely remembers your store location. You and Lee's made an impression on her. Right, needless to say, I'm expecting repercussions for that any minute now. Miranda looks uneasy. Is she worried about Lee's? Hold on, I need to backtrack. Mel, before you got here, KJ was mid-explanation about everything you learned. Anna Lee runs a gossip mill about magical girls on the World Wide Web. She's embezzling charity funds? KJ waves around a CD. I'll copy it onto here in case anybody would like to review in the computer lab. And then you ran into Anna Lee herself? Right, we hid from her for a while. Gosh, I lost years off my life from that. Anyways, this is the important part. Annalee's fully aware of what's happening with the makeup. In fact, we're all but certain she's the cause of it. She's trying to drive up Glamour Pop's sales, trying to create customer dependency. All of the side effects, those weird cravings to put on makeup, our magic fading away, our energy levels, and our enthusiasm to get through our ordinary days, it's all caused by Annalee, by sentimentality. So does that mean she has powers then? Most likely, we weren't able to clarify the specifics though. Ara, is there anything you noticed when you were working with her? Sorry, no, nothing off the top of my head at least. Our relationship was purely business. Ara ducks her head. She looks like she's about to burst into tears. And I want you all to know I'm sorry. Ara, I don't know how to express this, but I really thought I was doing something good. She told me this was for charity, that a makeup line based on us would be fun and refreshing for our audience. I know my actions don't look so great, that I might even look like an accomplice to this, but... Hold it, Boy Young. I know you're not an accomplice to this. Nobody here thinks that. Jackie, Miranda, and Lee's nod along. I've been harsh on you in the past, and honestly, I think a lot of it is still justified. But that doesn't change the deep down, I know you're not a bad person. KJ, don't look so down. Lieutenant, don't look so down, Lieutenant. I'm not about being a magical girl anymore, but we're still a team. Ditto. And Ara, all I'm hoping is maybe at the end of this, we can start being a little more forthcoming with each other. I know I'd like to. Right. Lee's has her camcorder out. Are you filming right now? It was just such a beautiful moment. I had to capture it as the official Centennials documentarian. The what now? Trust me, it's easier if you just let her do it. Alright, and that's the point for emotional vulnerability. I've seen this group struggle with authenticity from day one. Trust me, it's a hurdle for me too. But everything is a process. It's something we have to train ourselves to be aware of. Jackie's grown surprisingly wise over the years. Must be all that teaching she's doing. Ara's eyes finally well over and she bursts into tears. Ara! Thank you all. I know we have our differences, but what I really wanted is... just wanted to be friends again. The room is silent for a beat as everyone looks stunned over Ara's confession. Funny you say that, Ara. You've been our friend the entire time as far as I'm concerned. And we can be better friends now. Wow, this is gold. You all are a big step up from my pigeon actors. Except Wingsworth. Guys! Ara looks at KJ expectantly. KJ clears their throat. Yeah. We can be friends, so long as we work on accepting each other's different viewpoints, yada yada. KJ looks a little flustered. I think they've used up their capacity for sappiness for the night. Fair. Wingsworth. I'm sure Wingsworth was a phenomenal actor. Even pigeons have talent. Ara nods. I hear you, KJ. I'll continue to hear you out on anything else, too. And Lee's. Sorry, I'll stop filming. My tape is almost filled anyway. He is, I can attest. That's amazing. No, James Cameron. We mean you're our friend, too. What? But I just got here, and I'm not a magical girl. None of that matters. You're here for us, and we're here for you, too. I know I'd be honored to be your friend, Lee's. And I think you know where I stand on the matter. You're all so nice. I'm just going to not cry over here. Finally, it's starting to feel like the Centennials are back in the game. I'm touched, but what were we talking about again? Right, the evil plan. Huh? Oh, sorry, I think I got us off the rails. Always the drama queen, this one. Ara punches KJ in the arm, but it's playful. Mel, about the makeup. If I remember correctly, isn't it scheduled to drop on New Year's? Earlier. Actually, New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow. It's all on the CD, although Annalee verbally confirmed it too. Something about the dawn of a new millennium. Something tells me I won't like her millennium very much. Cold, beautiful, terrifying. Ara suddenly gasps. Oh my gosh, I had almost forgotten. I was so wrapped up in my feelings about being seen as a potential accomplice. Annalie actually called me herself a few hours prior. Something about company-wide New Year's Eve party at the Glamour Pop headquarters. I think she said it was on the rooftop. It was weird that she didn't have an assistant call instead, but maybe it's not company-wide. It's a party for two. I forgot about that too. She mentioned that in the office. She had some fucked up sadistic line about wanting to make you watch the destruction. Damn. Annalie. She made it clear to me that she was expecting big time sales on New Year's Eve. Right, and all the retail locations have stockpiled a bunch of it for release. We have enough to supply the whole eastern seaboard. I think she even mentioned selling it on Glamour Pop's webpage. Online shopping's the future, she said. I didn't think a corporate celebration for all that would be suspicious. But come to think of it, I don't know anybody else on their marketing team who said anything about a party. Is it really just gonna be her up there alone? Well, at least we know where to find her. So what do? We only have so much time left. And frankly, this sounds like a massive operation. I don't even know if we have the capacity to stop the sales of the makeup line, with only 1 day left. But we have to figure something out. The group goes silent and turns their focus towards me. Well, any ideas, Princess? You've always led the charge for us. KJ's right. I have always led the Centennials. Led them into dangerous situations totally head first, sometimes without a concrete plan. And while there's plenty of fond memories, there's scary ones too. I know it took a toll on my teammates. It took a toll on me too. To be honest, I don't want to pick the plan for us, at least not right now. I know we're on a tight time constraint, but thinking back on past experiences, I'd like us to carefully consider our options before deciding on anything. And I want everybody to seriously consider whether or not they're okay to take this on. I look at KJ specifically, Miranda too. I know some of us are trying to move on from the magical girl life. I want you to know I respect that entirely. A flash of sadness crosses Ara's face, but she nods along. So please, let's sleep on it at least. I appreciate that, Mel. KJ doesn't say anything, but I can tell they're carefully considering what I've said. Leaves gives me an empathetic thumbs up. I'll rack my brain for a solution. You're not alone in this. Sounds good to me. I'll do my best thinking during morning runs anyway. I'll think on it too. I'll come up with a strategy that'll blow Mel's out of the water. KJ and Miranda echo their approvals to meet the following night. Then, it's decided. Tomorrow, we'll figure this out. As the Centennials scatter out of the classroom, I'm left with a tremendous sense of relief. Of course, everything about the makeup line with Annalie worries me. The thought of thousands of innocent people being subjected to the ill effects of sentimentality utterly horrifies me. But for the first time in a long time, I get the feeling like I'm not alone anymore. I exhale, and make my way home to Alistair. Finally, time for bed. Alistair curls up in bed with me and falls asleep on his side. He always hogs the mattress. It's New Year's Eve morning. It always seems quiet the morning before a fight. For now, I should check in on the people in the store and make sure it's okay. Perhaps do a little recon on what we might be facing later on. I walk up to the store and... it's on fire! Hey, yo! Like engulfed in flames on fire. The windows are smashed open and through the flames I can see makeup scattered all over the floor. Do I still have to clock in? Am I still expected to be on clock? The stacks of samples we had for sentimentality are all gone. Does Annalie even realize how far she's taken this? The customers are so crazed by the makeup, they're arsonists now. I think I should make a tactical retreat. Quickly. Very quickly. I'll spend the rest of the day preparing. Tonight we'll decide everything. I walk briskly to our meeting place. Cove Park, 8 p.m. as promised. Alistair was left at home, even though he usually advises us before a battle. He can't talk anyways. And frankly, I'm worried about taking him outside after what I saw at the store. I spot KJ's motorbike first, parked by the cars, and then I see the crew gathered around the waterfront. Everyone looks worried. When we last left off, I thought we were in a good place, but... Hey, I'm here! I wave and try to flash a reassuring smile to the group, but nobody reciprocates. At least it seems the group has put some real thought into our dilemma. Let's be serious. This is a momentous day for the Centennials once more. Confused stares? Thanks everyone for coming? Mel, how are you feeling? Awful. I haven't used the makeup, obviously, but the Glamour Pop store, is on fire. Literally. Lee shivers at the thought of it. I remember her story about the forest fire, and I'm glad she didn't bother to come into work today. But good news. A healthy separation period from the makeup has caused my powers to come back. They're definitely not at full capacity, but it's something. And I was hoping if it's like this for me, everyone else should be in a better state as well. The group assents one by one. Jackie's flames are burning brighter. Ara's songs are potent again. Miranda's bursts of stardust are bright and lively. KJ's bubbles are properly bubbly. And Lee's came armed with a camcorder, apparently, and insists that her compliments to us were making our powers work better. She's perfect. Once everyone gets settled, I ask everyone for their thoughts on how to approach our battle tonight. Ara raises her hand first, looking determined. I say we destroy her, straight up. She betrayed me, betrayed us. We collectively gawk at her. Why are you all looking at me like that? That's the only realistic option here. I called dibs on the final blow. Damn, I was hoping for that one. But I guess you're well within your rights. Hold on, what do you mean destroy her? Like, kill her? Seriously, Boy Young? I never said kill her, just render her completely incapable of doing anything anywhere ever again. Anyways, what does the rest of the group think? Miranda raises her hand, looking serious. Honestly, I don't see any way around it. We have to fight her. It's all I've ever done when we've confronted villains. Magic wasn't always a positive force in my life, but it's within me, a part of me. I don't want to be a magical girl anymore, but I won't walk away from our last fight. Our last fight. I agree, Miranda. Jackie raises a fist to the air. Annalise caused too much trouble for the world already. We should follow our tried and true path. I say we fight her head on. I see no reason for us to hold back. Even if she is quite beautiful. Jackie, she was totally playing you at the makeup store. Don't fall for it. So, she's evil and gorgeous. I can change her. I can change her. Not me saying the exact same thing about Lise when I started the stream, still under the impression that Lise might potentially be the villain. Jackie, you gay disaster. I love her for it. She's perfect. Honestly, she is such a fun character. Jackie gives us a grin. Maybe she's trying to lighten the mood. Jokes aside, things have gotten seriously out of hand, and the longer we wait around, the more people could be hurt. Only a matter of time before someone like Layla gets caught up in this. That's why I think the direct route is best. I returned from the lurk. Welcome back, bisexual disaster. You are here just in time for what appears to be ramping up for the climax, the battle. That being said, I might not mind roughing her up to get her to stop, but any further than that, and I would be setting a miserable example for Layla as her mentor. Let's talk her down after we stop her. For all we know, she might be messed up from her own powers, right? We don't know. Hear me out. What if we let everyday people handle her? I know you haven't been here long, Lise, but we know what we're doing. Maybe that's the part of the problem. You always make the decisions, but regular people take the hit. I have the perfect plan, and no murder is involved. I'm willing to hear this. First, we lure out Anna Lee, and you all get her talking. I record her confession. This isn't sounding too bad. Then I release my pigeon actors. Wingsworth will poop directly at her hair. His aim is true, and she'll be devastated and distracted. I take that back. We run away and I put the footage on the web. The people won't stand for her manipulation and toxic makeup. They'll ban her company and bring her to justice. I'm all for exposing her, but I don't think we can avoid a fight if we confront her. But a fight could mean casualties. If we don't try to stop her right away, we could be risking more lives. Maybe a less violent approach? Honestly, the video thing would work perfect. I don't know, maybe a less violent approach is a viable option. Are you all kidding me? When has letting villains get away ever worked for us? How do we know she'll actually give up after that? Look, all I'm saying is that there are alternative routes to winning. We have to fight. This isn't about what any of us want. This is about saving the world. If my honorable death helps save the lives of other people, I'll do it, but if I go, Mel, promise me you'll take care of Wingsworth. He eats organic grains and he hates blueberries. If you get him one, he'll try to peck your eyes out. Valid, I also hate blueberries. Wingsworth and I, cut from the same cloth. Lise, it's okay, no one is going to die. Except that biatch Anna Lee. I thought we said no killing. If it happens, it happens. There's so much on the line. And it's not like it's never happened in a magical conflict before. I could see KJ's face turning beet red. Absolutely not. What the hell is wrong with all of you? Fuck, I can't believe this. And we fancied ourselves protectors of justice? Now the Centennials, all grown up, are discussing the ethics of what's essentially a premeditated, aggravated assault. But it's okay if it's a magical conflict, right? What happens, happens. And yeah, Annalee's a total harpy, so it's okay if we happen to kill her in the process. Just listen to yourselves. At least we had an excuse of being naive teenagers when we beat the shit out of our enemies in the past, but now? Now the majority of the Centennials can't put together a plan to solve a conflict without abject violence. KJ being a mood right now. KJ is the voice of reason, for sure. That's sad. Really fucking sad. Everyone else is looking away with a guilty expression on their face. KJ is right. If you go in willing to kill, then you will. But it may not be Anna Lee you hit with that blow, and your anger can wreak devastation far beyond the battlefield. One blast too big and someone's home is engulfed too. It's hard, but you can take another path. Perhaps you must disarm her first, but then spare her and give her to the people. She would face a jury of her peers, not a magical executioner. Before even that, we should talk to her. She's a human being too, a magical one who may be feeling alone. Can't we all relate to that? If we don't try to at least talk her down first, then I don't know who we are anymore. Talking first can put everyone in danger. We can't give her an opening. Mel, surely you can't be okay with this. I wouldn't put it like that. KJ, I get you have concerns, but we're all scrapping for answers here, and I don't think there's a perfect option. I get that, Princess. It just sucks to see us so gung-ho about this. It's as if none of us have actually changed in the end. Miranda looks hurt by this comment and doesn't say anything. Ara's patience has clearly run its course. As she stands up from the park bench to get in KJ's face. Is that really how you see us, KJ? After everything we've been through? I also don't agree. It's never been about hurting our enemies for me. It's about protecting others. Jackie is trying to put some distance between Ara and KJ, but I can tell she's on Ara's side. Meanwhile, Miranda flounders by KJ, clearly wanting to speak up, but looking defeated. Miranda, say what's on your mind. Everybody listen. No one hears Lise. Miranda attempts to interject as Ara and KJ continue to argue. I think that she's drowned out by the others, then yells, "Why would you ever listen to me?" Please don't fight. I don't want to throw on my weight as, like, the leader. Come on, everyone. Doesn't matter what I say. Nobody can hear me. My voice isn't heard over the arguing. Fuck, this meeting is completely falling apart. I should have come up with a plan by myself and instructed the team accordingly, same as always. But I guess it's in character for me too, to come up with a shitty idea and my teammates suffer the consequences. What are we going to do now? We've fragmented again, and this time I'm not sure I can put us back together anymore. Put my hands over my ears and close my eyes. It's getting hard to breathe. I think I'm having a panic attack? So I went to check my grades and I immediately died because they haven't updated my picture too after I cut my hair. Oof. Yikes. I had a similar experience. So when I first started college, I had very, very long hair. And then I immediately cut it all off, but not before taking my student ID picture. So for the rest of my college life, because I didn't want to pay to replace it and get a new picture with what I looked like. So for the rest of my college life, at least once a semester, I'd have a professor, like, they would see the college ID picture, like, on their roll, and they'd look at me, and they're like, I see somebody's had a haircut. Yeah, I did. Cut it all off. Oh, no. Solar! Hey, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. Wait a minute, isn't that from, Skate? Doesn't one of the guys say that in the English dub? I remember seeing that around when the English dub dropped. Bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. It's from Skate, yes. It's such an iconic line. Absolutely love it. What? How are you all on this fine evening? I open my eyes to see my teammates completely stunned. Solaire Blaze is standing right in front of us doing his stupid pose with his stupid little sunglasses on. How does he always manage to appear at the worst possible moment? Not gonna lie, gives me Sanders Sides vibes. Honestly, yeah, I can see that. Because Thomas Sanders was always like really big about including... What was his... He had a catchphrase. I don't remember what it was. Probably something like boys and girls and everyone in between or something like that. I really don't remember. But I think he had a similar sentiment with what he would say. Anyway. Wow, Ara, looks to me like you're cuddling up to KJ over there. I'm feeling the love. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot that. That was also iconic, but nothing will be more iconic than bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. I hate to say it, but that's the best one. I know Thomas Sanders couldn't say it though, because that doesn't fit his brand. Got room for one, but not Solaire trying to have a throuple. Solaire Blaze opens his arms wide to Ara. Come on, Ara, where's my hug at? We're literally fighting right now. Can you not? Damn, I knew I was popular with this. You don't have to fight over me, girls. He's so dumb. He's so dumb. Solaire's blaze is red hot, scorching, and fiery. I have enough heat to warm all of your cold hearts up. Wait, I think this is Lisa's first time meeting Solaire. Dumb king, he's so stupid. Yeah? You like the sound of that? Panicked owl noises? I don't think I've met someone as beautiful and freaky as you before. I'm Solaire Blaze. Can I call you my hoot hottie? So Lise looks at everyone panicked and hoots even louder. Miranda comes in between the two, placing her arm over Lise protectively. Hey, woodworking girl. I can't wait until you work. Hey, loser. I can't wait until you learn how to read the room. I'm talking to my hottie right now. So if you could... Miranda cracks her knuckles. KJ follows suit. Then Jackie puts him all to shame with a knuckle crack so gnarly that I felt it in my own bones. Lise looks at Miranda with admiration. Solaire Blaze looks around hesitantly, not making eye contact with anyone. So... Solaire turns to me for some godforsaken reason. Mel, you're looking, very pale. But in a beautiful way, of course. Your light shimmers like the moon. And I'll be your fiery hot Stop, right there. For one, her motif is starlight, not moon, and for two, I'm the one who should be her sun. Jackie, no need to be so uptight. We can warm her up together. Can you, like, shut up, actually? Everyone turns to Solaire and emphatically agrees with Ara. This man reminds me of a mockingbird who watches too much TV. He says so many words and I don't know if he knows what they mean. I do the same thing. Also, lots of squawking. So much. Is he always like this? Everyone grumbles that yes, he's always like this. See, I knew you guys could all work together. You're all united in trying to shut me down. I've always believed in you girls, gays and theys. The Centennials have always stuck together no matter what foul adversity hits us. There's no us. You were never a part of this. Solaire completely ignores KJ and keeps going. You're all stronger than ever before. You're all stronger than ever before. This? Whoever this Uggo you're trying to defeat is, it's not gonna phase us. Yeah, we already knew that. Honestly, you didn't have to say that. But I mean it. After high school, I drifted away from all of you. My dudes, the true meaning of the cards. Not the true meaning of the cards. The people who used to put up with me don't anymore. And I try not to let that change me, but it's been hard. A challenge harder than any enemy I've ever faced. I bet it has for all of you too. As you grow up, you see so much more of the pain in the world. And it's no longer just good and evil, it's morally gray. You may not know how this fight is going to turn out, but I guarantee you that your chances are better together and united. Everyone's jaws are on the floor. Okay, Socrates. When did he get a brain cell? Is that still Solaire Blaze? But I'm not being fair, am I? I remember that teen boy I met, ambitious, charming, newly discovered his card powers and wanting to use them for good. And his hair. I mean, what girl wouldn't have had a bit of a crush? Don't judge me. We've all changed, and so has he. But it's nice to see that boy filled with goodness and wonder, and his heart is still in there somewhere. Buried. Very, very deep beneath those sunglasses. Actually, doesn't he have a point? We were just arguing and getting nowhere. We should be ashamed at how our teamwork has deteriorated. Oh, that makes me feel gross. Yeah, that's not us. We're better than that. This teamwork muscle hasn't been worked in a while. But it's there. We have it. You mean I actually said something good? Don't let it get to your head. Wow, this feeling is... This is great. What else can I do to help? Well, the enemy is... The evil is... I'm still trying to catch my breath. Solaire has no idea what we're even up against, but he's trying to help anyway? Just tell me what to do. Solaire, do you know the makeup store at Glamour Pop? It's a major chain around Diamond Cove. Surely you've seen it. Yes, ma'am, I know it. Lots of beautiful ladies walking in and out. Don't call me ma'am. Long story short, there's a makeup line that's based on us. It's labeled Sentimentality. Our enemy made the makeup is evil, the evil must be destroyed. Right, I follow. There's a lot of makeup inventory in a lot of stores that need to disappear before people can get more. You up for a little breaking and entering? Entering is one of my favorite. Stop, you were doing so well. You're right, I can do this. I can stop the makeup sales while you tackle the enemy. Teamwork, everyone. With a flick of his wrist, Solaire draws a card out of his pocket and holds it up to the air. He's still gonna do it, though? Do what? Feel the blaze, baby! And with a poof and an explosion of fire, he's gone. Yeah, he did. Oh, that's eccentric. The team is quiet for a moment, eyes glued to the spot where Solaire stood seconds ago. Oddly, I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm shocked I'm about to say this, but I think we can count on Solaire to help with stopping the makeup from being distributed further. At least we're getting some help on that front. Now we just have to decide what to do about Annalie. Mel, I know it's hard, but we need our leader. You've heard how each of how we each want to handle this. We can't do everyone's plan. One has to be chosen, and the person to choose is you. Yeah, even I can agree to that. If only to make sure we do something. I'll follow your lead, but I might not respect your decision. We'll follow your lead here. We trust you. I'll be here to support you all and do my part, no matter what. I won't let you down. You can count on us regular folks as well. The weight of the responsibility is returning, but so is the warm feeling of their trust. It's been them, my friends, beside me that have been my true power. There may be no perfect way to solve this, but we won't back down and let Annalie continue her plan. And it's up to me to lead and protect them as best I can. Thank you, everyone. Whatever I choose, I want you to know that I love and respect you all. Even if we disagree, your trust means the world to me, and I'm ready to lead you. I'm starting to feel better, but there's still the fight ahead of us. We only have an hour until midnight now. Everyone take a moment to prepare themselves. The group takes a breather. I gaze out towards the waterfront. I really want to talk to someone I've grown close to in the past couple of days. I want to hear more about their plans. Well, no, I really want to talk about is us. But I only have time to speak to one person. Lise. Lise. It's Lise. It's Lise. It's Lise. Alistair! It's Lise. Lise, got a minute? Yes. No. How much time do you usually prep for battle? I'm so new at this. You're fine. This is probably the most we've actually discussed a battle plan before we've faced the enemy before. Lise, I love her. She's the best. She's great. Wow, you all really winged it a lot, don't you? That's saying something. Lise, I know I shouldn't say this and that you're very capable and strong. Spit it out. I'm nervous that you're here, that you might get hurt, and that I'm jeopardizing the future you've worked so hard to figure out. Mel, life is full of risk, but I don't want to be someone who is afraid of the adventure, especially when it's this important. Plus, 16 magazine says that I'm a freak for unique experiences. She winks at me. How can you joke at a time like this? Because no villain deserves the satisfaction of taking away my laughter. Yours either. She's so perfect. I won't let them then. We stand for a moment. I can tell my nerves are a bit raw still. She does too. Mel, when we're nervous or feel powerless, what do we do? Anteater pose. A strong T-pose, as made famous by anteaters. That's what she always said. My first shift at Glamour Pop, I almost hyperventilated when the doors opened for our customers. Lise saw and jumped into the pose. She made me do it too. We looked very silly, but I felt better. It became one of our things. Lise always makes me feel strong. It's working now too. Anteater, do I do the bit? I'm a slave to the bit. I jump into the pose just as she does. Lise smiles at me with the unabashed enthusiasm. Even if I worry about her safety, I know I'm stronger with her at my side. It's a good bit. It's also very similar to, I keep seeing a lot of TikToks about other people with autism that are like, you know the pose you do when you're around other people in neurodivergency where it's basically like the T-pose, but slightly squatted and your arms are folded? Me and my friends do that all the time. I know that pose, yes! It feels the same. I can face anything with her. I want to say something meaningful to her, something that will let her know all the feelings I've built up over our years together and how I feel now that we've gotten closer. Something profound or inspiring, or witty or heartwarming. Something that describes everything I feel for her now. Please. But all I can come up with is... hoot hoot. Lise lights up. She gets it. Of course she does. She's my person. Hoot hoot, Mel. You know, it's really beautiful because in English, we say I love you. But with Lise, we say hoot hoot. And it means the same thing. Now let's show Annalie what these nocturnal huntresses can really do. Hell yeah. Had hair poking me in the eyeball. Anyway. We gather back with everyone. It's time to take down Anna Lee. We climb the stairway of Glamour Pop's headquarters up to the roof level. Just as we predicted, there's no sign of any New Year's Eve party, like Anna Lee had told Ara. Even security had been sent home, so KJ had to pick some more locks. Eventually, we reach the top and push open the door to find... Oh, this is pretty. Those are my colors. I love those colors. In the distance, I see a dark figure standing by the edge. They turn around after the stairway door slams closed. Shit, that's definitely... Oh, you came, Ara. Anna Lee, you fucking... Pretty but evil, yeah. But it's so cool looking. Quite rude of you to bring so many unannounced guests. I would have appreciated a call at least. No matter, the more the merrier. Tonight's a cause for celebration. Anna Lee, cut the crap. We're here to put a stop to this once and for all. Oh, really? Aren't you a little too late for that? Sentimentality has already made its mark. The dear residents of Diamond Cove have already fallen hook, line, and sinker. And when the clock strikes midnight, it'll be released to the world via the internet. Our retail stores and warehouses are chock full of the stuff, and instead of handling that, you've chosen to confront me. It's called cutting off the head of the snake. Except the snakes are adorable. You're pretty darn cute, but very darn evil. Oh my, a new member of the squad. Oh, the little girl who cannot even put her robe on correctly. Want to give me a taste of your magic? Just rub that lipstick all over your face again. The internet was the real villain all along. You know, I'm sure somebody out there has a story where that is like the twist and like the thing. I don't need magic to help take you down. You think you can make all humans makeup-obsessed zombies? Think again. Anna Lee bursts out into a cruel laughter. What a recruit. Incompetent and without any magic. To boot. It goes to show you really are a bunch of washed-up has-beens. Says the lady running a gossip forum on magical girls. I was simply gathering information on you all. And truthfully, the more I learned, the more pathetic you all looked. I saw every little success and failure you lead your squad into, Starlight. Excuse me? And it's no wonder you all drifted apart. Inevitable, with such a mediocre leadership. Anyways, I'm disappointed none of you chose to wear the product tonight. Don't you think that's a little disrespectful after all the work I did? The makeup that devitalizes us and suppresses our powers? No thanks. You mean this right here? Miranda pulls out the sentimentality concealer. She imbues it with her stardust magic and explodes it in a burst of fireworks. Her magic is back to being as bright as ever. The black magic inside the concealer's case escapes in a wisp of smoke. That accelerates and rushes straight toward Anna Lee. Not suppressing. To be more specific, it's draining your powers. I was right! Yo, also, the way that she destroys it, and then like the black smoke leaves, very miraculous ladybug. I don't know if that's an intentional reference, but it's so fun. I love it. Honestly, I think that's a very common motif though. I'm not really sure, but that's just what I think of. It's so fun. Anna Lee puts out a hand, and the wisp of dark magic is sucked into her fingers. And all the energy it takes, magical or otherwise, goes back to yours truly. That must have been how she had so much power to imbue the makeup line. Her plan was cyclical. She's built herself up through the makeup. Please, Anna Lee, I just want to know why. Why use us like this? Why throw our home into chaos? Was it all just for the money? Anna Lee looks me dead in the eye. She seems to be considering something. Mel, was it? A word of advice. There is no life after magic. What? All we have is our glory days, where we were on top of the world. We did our best to use magic for the sake of others, shoving all the physical and mental tolls away in a little box, promising you'll deal with it another day. She said the line! She said the line! I do feel like she's about to drop on us that she used to be a magical girl. Oh, the twist. Until it all comes tumbling down. What is she talking about? Who is we? And once that's all over, well, you already know. We fought for a peaceful, happy life as an average citizen, a normal life. But what we get instead is a thankless, futile day job, nightmares of the trauma we endured on the battlefield. And nobody really understands just how much of your childhood you sacrificed for the betterment of others. As a normal person, you come face to face with monsters that are far, far worse than the ones you fight as a magical girl. She's been through it. Abusive bosses, corrupt politicians, and all sorts of malcontents who'd like nothing more than to drag you down. People that will chew you up and spit you out the first sign of weakness. All you can do is learn how to play their game. Annalie? I can't say I don't see her point, but she's speaking facts. She's speaking facts. What about your magical friend? I don't agree with friends. What about your magical friends? Don't you have any former teammates you can rely on? What about your magical girl group? Annalie looks rattled at this. Excuse me? They're gone. 2 of them have moved on completely. And the other is buried 6 feet underground. I can't believe they paired up and just left her. Damn. Annalie lets out a bitter sigh. That's why she's obsessed with the fruit fatales. Stop trying to convince me out of this. I'm not slowing down my plans for the likes of you. After your defeat, I'm taking the money and escaping the city. It's funny. I've dedicated half my life to climbing the ranks of this company, but frankly, I don't give a damn if Glamour Pop sinks after this. This loathsome city can burn down too, for all I care. Lee's growls in anger, her home burning down. I won't let it happen again. Actually, it'd be better off that way. Enough, no matter your reasons, we're here to stop you. As it stands, you're just as despicable as the people you've described. Ha! I've never said otherwise. Fine then, if a fight's what you want. A fight is what you'll get. Suddenly, magical energy crackles all around Annalie. The atmosphere tingles with power, amplifying as her powers rise. And then, Annalie is not Annalie anymore. No more debate. No more magical girls. Your time is over. She looks so cool. Wait. Midnight Lady. Watching horror as midnight strikes. It's January 1st. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to actually fight. Wait, the laugh I hear in my head is not the voice I've been doing for her. Oh, okay. More special moves, talk, guard. Watching people's faces for the reveal is the best feeling in the world. I bet. It's like all the, oh, that must be so cool to like witness. Let's test an attack. Centennial Starlight, purifying heavenly beam. It does 0 damage. Shit. It wasn't very effective. We should try using our specials. Rising Sun, powerful uppercut. Power up Rising Sun for next turn. Focus gain MP. Rising Sun. Centennial Soul hits Midnight Lady with a powerful uppercut. Midnight Lady takes 85 damage. Oh, she's got a lot of health. Okay. I feel like she's gonna hit hard and I'm gonna regret my, do nothing but. Centennial Perrier uses bodyguard. They taunt Midnight Lady. Midnight Lady sets her eyes on them. Guard? I feel like I need to do a little bit of guard action. Centennial Nova uses Shimmering Constellation. That's so cool! Wait, that's really cool. She creates a new constellation with its magic. The team's basic attack damage has increased. Wait. Distract enemy with owl noises. Use compliments to raise Centennial's basic attack. Aurora? It's the only one that hasn't done anything yet, I think. I don't know. I'm not keeping up. I need to keep up better. Your hair is as thick as a musk ox, and it smells way better. Their attack is more powerful. It's Midnight Lady's turn. Is that all? You're a disgrace to magical girls. For real? My approach to these types of games is I just go all in, attack, attack, attack. I'm not very smart about it. And so I always I either just blaze through it or I struggle. I'm not a big strategy person. Uses Bubble Shield to protect themselves and takes no damage. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Solaire blazing it. Absolutely blazing it. Okay. Let's see if... Oh, that did something! Okay. So I had to raise the basic attacks first. I need to focus. Okay, and you also need to focus. Okay. You are good. You're good. Lower enemies' attack, lower their defenses. Nice. Solaire route win. Good luck. Good luck. I'm trying to advocate for a Solaire route. She sings off key at Midnight Lady. Midnight Lady's defenses have decreased. Nobody's guarding. I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Uses Shimmery Constellations. This attack looks cool. I like it. She creates a new constellation with its magic. The team's basic attack damage has increased. Let's do a Screech Owl. Midnight Lady is getting distracted. It's Midnight Lady's turn. Ho ho ho! Midnight Lady uses Avocado Absorption. She absorbs 12 HP from Centennial Soul. Okay. Special Self-Love. Heal another member. I actually don't need that right now. Purifying Heavenly Beam does 33 damage to Midnight Lady. Okay, you? I still can't Rising Sun. But I can focus. I need to focus again. You. Shield a member. Oh, I'm not... We'll just guard. And then you. Actually, we'll attack. Harrowing High Note. Just 32 damage to Midnight Lady. I can't believe I trusted you. You used me. I'm going to make you pay, Annalie. Okay. Oh, I really need to focus. Okay. Use Camera Flash. Centennial Starlight's attack damage has increased. You are a very mean boss lady, and I don't like you. It's Midnight Lady's turn. I'm tired of your meddling. Midnight Lady uses Dark Dissension. 89 damage. Okay, special. I did just raise my attack, though. I need to use that. Damn, she roasted her. She really did. I would be quivering if I were Midnight Lady right now. 60 damage! Wow! I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. Wait. Solar Sway. We're gonna hit her so hard. We'll focus again. We'll attack. Harrowing High Note. It does 4 damage. It wasn't very effective. We should try using our specials. I won't let you take away magic, and I won't let you hurt my friends. Okay. Centennial Nova. Let's guard. No one's guarding right now. Please use a Screech Owl. Hoot hoot. Midnight Lady is getting distracted. It's Midnight Lady's turn. Midnight Lady is too distracted by Lisa's owl noises to attack. Let's go. Okay. Special. Heal another member. Self-love. I do want to save that for when we need it. So we'll put her on guard. Big Rising Sun hit. Lady with a powerful uppercut. Midnight Lady takes 175 damage. Bro, nice. Okay. All your specials are bodyguarding, right? Oh, no, taunt. I don't want to do that one right now, actually. We'll attack. Bubble Beam does 7 damage to Midnight Lady. It wasn't very effective. 7 damage is still 7 damage, though. All aboard the Jackie Payne train. It's so good. It's honestly how I approach these types of games. Is just hit them as hard as you can, as fast as you can. I should really thank you, Annalie. I've always wanted to kick a millionaire CEO's ass, and today my dream finally comes true. Okay. Let's lower her defenses. She sings off key at Midnight Lady. Midnight Lady's defenses have decreased. Okay. Raise the team's basic attacks. Oh, I need to focus with Nova next. Alright. Please use his camera flash. Not Midnight Lady's turn. We're doing pretty good health-wise, though. Except for Nova. Oh, shoot. I haven't been paying attention. Okay. We will attack. 70 damage. Jeez. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of focusing for Centennial Soul. And you... I'm gonna have you guard. And let's lower her attacks. Okay. You need focus. Screech. Midnight Lady's getting distracted. It's Midnight Lady's turn. Midnight Lady's too distracted. Okay. Bet. Heal another member. Nova. Nice. Recovers 106 HP. Perfect. Okay. I'll have her focus again. Lise is OP. Lise really is. She's so good, though. I love her. Okay. We're gonna have you... guard. And you need to focus, my girl. Okay. Special constellations. And then everyone needs the basic attack. This next one, I think. Compliments? Piaget, your hair is as thick as a musk. Oh, wait, I think I had her to say that earlier. Okay. To watch you struggle. The Night Lady is building up power for her next move. Everyone be on your guard. Oh, okay. Attack. Purifying Heavenly Beam. Does 57 damage. We saved the world once and we'll do it again. Attack. 76 damn. We might actually... Hey, old hag. I bet without your magic tricks, I would kick your ass. Come over here and fight me for real. I love her. It paid off? I think? Does 53 damage to Midnight Lady. Can't believe I trusted you. You used me. I'm going to make you pay. Wait. Is she dead? Or do I have to make the dark purple go away as well? No, we did it! Maybe. That was fun. Alright, getting the last hit is appropriate. Yeah, no, it really was. Great job, thank you! That was really cool. Midnight Lady falls to her knees, and with a flash of light, she turns back into Anna Lee. We did it! My whole body is brimming with adrenaline from the fight, but I've reached my limit. The Centennials are gathered around me, looking just as spent. Anna Lee collapses onto the pavement, looking worse for wear. You insolent. Goodness, you're a powerful bunch, aren't you? Either way, it doesn't matter. You've won. Congratulations. I've expended all the power I've collected through the makeup dealing with you. Truth be told, this whole plan was a total gamble. And I'm not surprised it didn't work out. Anna Lee shakily picks herself up from the ground, turning to face us with a smirk. I was never great at energy management, even though it's my power. Maybe that's why I was always such an unremarkable magical girl. Even still, I'm disappointed that I lost to a bunch of brats. It was a sweet watching you all band together to defeat me, despite your differences. So sweet I could gag. But I admit, it made me a little jealous too. It's over, Anna Lee. We're turning you in. The makeup's being destroyed too. Anna Lee dismisses me with a wave of her hand. The makeup's issue's already fixed, if that's what you're worried about. It's no longer imbued with my powers. I used it all in our little tussle. I see. It's really over, then. I can't help but fall to the ground in relief. I'm on the same level as Anna Lee now. Starlight. No. Mel. The Centennials are a bunch of arrogant, meddling idiots who think they can get away with living normal lives despite having powers. Make no mistake, I despise them, as much as I despise you at this moment. She sweeps her disheveled bangs out of her face and looks away. But what if she's lying? Lying? On January 1st? That's a terrible way to start off the year. But they're your idiots. So do me a favor, so that this whole nightmare isn't for naught, and keep them close. Protect them like I wish I could have protected her. Anna Lee. I promise I will. Anna Lee seems satisfied with this answer, and finally lets exhaustion take over. She fell. She's just gone. She falls to the ground, knocked into a deep sleep. She knocked the fuck out. Out of her hand tumbles a tiny, worn-looking charm. She was in love. The plastic keychain modeled after Strawberry Sayori from Fruit Fatale. I turn to the Centennials. I ended up making a promise with our bad guy. You dropped this. You've always been a major softie. Hey, speak for yourself before you call Mel out. You didn't even want to fight her in the first place. I'm proud of us, although Anna Lee sure had the last say. I'm glad to hear you vowed to keep us close, Mel. And cut. What an extraordinary conclusion to the Centennial Saga. What did I miss, my close-up? Oh, what? Did I miss my close-up? I read that completely wrong. Alistair, you can talk again! Our little dude is back in action. Well, it wasn't my fault. It was you that couldn't understand me. I know how it feels with this lot. Alistair shakes his head in disapproval. Just count yourselves lucky that I stopped Solaire before he blew up an entire warehouse full of makeup. Oh, yeah, I forgot we sent him off to do that. I guess you did alright without my sage advice. But if only you had heard the genius plan I had come up with days ago. We're all ears now. What was it? Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Called your bluff. Everyone shares a laugh and gives Alistair a load of pets. Wait until the people see this film. For the first time, actual footage of the villain's evil plan and the fight. Not blurry, shaky cam footage. The truth up close. No more just guessing why things were exploding and then going about your day. The people can be a part of fixing the situation. Well, footage like this hasn't been released for a reason, normally. What? My beautiful lieutenant is right. Secrecy is integral to Magical Girl's life and career. We keep the people safe, but also from the knowledge of the villains and their plans. If they knew all the dastardly stuff going on, they would only live in fear. We keep the details secret to let the people live their normal lives. You mean so they don't get a say in what you do? Do they even want a say? Lee's did. Some might. But for others, it could be a burden. The media will cover the story. But it'll likely be about Annalee's disastrous stint as a CEO and her rogue fireworks display that nearly took down the Glamour Pop headquarters. Until the Centennials controlled the chaos, blah blah blah. But that's not fair. They'd never know about the makeup or what you really did, or how you've all sacrificed. Think about the Laylas of the world. There are people who deserve to know and help. We're used to not getting the credit for the real work of being a magical girl. Mel, you can make the call, can't you? What should we do? I say, release the footage. Honestly, I think it'd be fine. The identity part is kind of already blown. Maybe it's time we do things differently. We all have our issues with decisions being made for us, being protected instead of being depended on. Perhaps the rest of the world would feel the same if they only knew. Let's show them the truth and let them decide. Lee's beams with happiness. Thank you! Thank you! I'll send you all the final cut. You can edit out anything about yourselves you don't want included. I appreciate that. How about touch-ups? Is there an editing process for removing sweat on someone's face? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. Maybe not the time this is taking place, but I'm sure there is. Let's just deal with Annalee first. After taking a moment to recover, the Centennials move to take on unconscious Annalee downstairs. Hey, she's lighter than she looks. Really? Surprising. I figured she'd be heavy considering how full of it she is. She played us, beat the crap out of us, and probably ruined our image as Centennials forever. But I was kind of moved by what she had to say in the end. She must have been really lonely, but that doesn't excuse what she did. She could have made a different choice. Mel, are you coming? I nod, but instead of joining them, I feel something swell in my chest. Our heart grew 3 sizes that day. I realize I want nothing more than to share this moment with someone. So I decide to go for it. It's now or never. I call out to Lee's. Huh? Hang back with me for a sec. We wait for the others to get out of earshot. I struggle for a moment on how to start what I want to say. Lise jumps in first. Thank you for letting me release the footage. I know it means changing the rules for me. You've changed everything for me. The moment I found out I was from Serentia and about my powers, my duty as princess and the Centennial Starlight became my whole life. It took over everything, including normal school life and friendship. When all that was gone, I was set adrift. You came into my life during one of my toughest fights. Not against some big villain, but facing regular adult life. And it sucks. Roommates, rent, retail hell. It's been a bit since I've seen the Lee's route, so happy you're going with her. I love her so much. It's almost new to me. That's so exciting. There are dangers galore. I know, but then I met you. Everything changed. I know what you mean. Never thought I'd be on the front lines of a fight against a power-leeching lady on the New Year's Eve. And I never thought I'd meet an alien who's so fun, thoughtful, amazing. But that's just it. Everything with you is an adventure, and I want to keep having adventures with you. I just started Sailor Moon Ara, so this is relevant. Very cool. Kiss her. We gotta kiss her. I pull Lise into a soft kiss. She seems surprised at first, then pulls me closer. Your alien lips are very nice. Thank you. I look down at her hand and realize she still has her camcorder. The little red button is on. Are you recording? Oh my gosh, I forgot I didn't turn it off. Oops. Guess we'll just have to keep that for the deleted scenes. Not the alien lips. She's so real for that. Please. I'm kidding, but it'll be great for our wedding video. I blush hard. This girl is always thinking about the future. Please. Just kidding. Unless you think that might be a cool one, then I'm not kidding. I start laughing. She does too. I'm just excited to start our new adventure together. Me too. We should probably get back to the others, but... Owl? Be seeing you soon? She kisses me on the cheek. Do slugs have 4 noses? Do they? Yes, silly. Interesting. Miranda wastes no time getting back to work. I visit her at the workshop a few days after the fight. She seems brighter and more energized than usual. She tells me that she's happy. She said goodbye to Centennial Nova and has reclaimed her magic as her own. It's a part of her and her work. Her new pieces gain major popularity for their unique Stardust glow, and eventually she makes enough to start her own shop, where she can exclusively create and sell her own designs. She gets her own staff of loyal woodworkers, and I can tell they look up to her immensely. Work keeps her busy, but we find time to catch up every once in a while. Then things got a little quiet. Years later, I get an invitation at my door to an art gallery event. I decide to go on a whim, and I'm so glad I did. It's filled with one-of-a-kind wood carvings done by Miranda. As the night goes on, a piece would combust into a bright and dazzling display of fireworks. Her magic at work. She was kept busy by fans and reporters most of the night, but I know she saw me. At the end of the night, she brings over a spare champagne bottle and we talk until the gallery owners kick us out. It's so clear to me why the stars picked her as the emissary to their light and power. The night sky is brighter for it. Ara continues her idol career. She goes on to become one of the most successful idols of all time. You can't go anywhere without hearing her songs on the radio, and she even scores a role in a TV drama. She's a terrible actress, but Alistair and I watch every new episode together anyways. We don't get to see her very often, but we're happy to see her succeed. It's almost suspicious how well she did for herself, honestly. Then one day, she vanishes. No one knows where she's gone to, and no one has heard a word from her. Even the Centennials. We all worry about her, and I hope she's okay wherever she is. Oh. I hope she's alright. I wasn't expecting Ara's to be sad. After the world was saved, Jackie returned back to work at the Golden Glove Gym. It wouldn't be long until she began going to school to learn more on how she can improve her coaching techniques. Despite her busy schedule of balancing work and school, she has always made time to reach out to everyone and keep in touch. As for Layla, I'm so glad we get a Layla update. She never stopped going to the Golden Glove, and I would run into her from time to time whenever I visited. She graduated from high school with a scholarship opportunity thanks to the hard work she was able to put in both school and boxing. From what I've heard, she's well on her way to going pro, and Jackie couldn't be happier since she's finally living her dream as a second for Layla's matches. Jackie's uncle is starting to get up there in age, and I know his eyes are still pretty bad. He's thinking about retiring and passing the gym off to his niece. Jackie's nervous about assuming that responsibility, but I have a feeling that she'll do right by her uncle. KJ disappeared again, but this time let us know where they were going. In the spring, they set off on a road trip across North and South America, taking the western coast all the way to the southern Chile. I was certain it was our final goodbye. KJ, always being one to resist expectations, turned up on my doorstep almost a year later. It only took them a year? That's impressive. I feel like, well, I don't know. I guess that isn't, like, a super fast time for that kind of trip. That is cool, though. They took me out for a drink and recounted their adventures. At the end of the night, KJ suddenly placed something into my hand. They said it was a time for them to return their centennial ring. They'd hated their powers for years, but fighting Annalie together challenged those old feelings. All that time on the road helped them make peace with it. We still see each other regularly as friends, mostly for tech support, but I can't help but feel like there's something being left unsaid. Lise and I turn over Annalie to the authorities. Lise edits the footage and releases it to the public. It creates a public stir. Annalie and Glamour Pop are held accountable for their actions, but the footage also creates a heated public debate about the role of magical girls in judicial proceedings. It can get uncomfortable at times, but the best thing to come out of it is a joint magical girl human task force meant to create safeguards for the public during magical catastrophes. This makes Lise feel extremely proud. After we recover from the battle, Lise and I both have to find new jobs since our Glamour Pop location turned to ash. She finds work at a plant nursery while studying for her university exams. I find work here and there as I explore what I want to do. Lise is always encouraging. After a year of dating, we decide to move in together. Lise's ending changes the world. She does. Pop off, Lise. Alistair meets Lisa's kitties, Mimi and Bobo. He becomes very good at getting them into antics, but he looks after them too. After Lise graduates, she and I travel for her work protecting endangered land and animal species, while Alistair holds the fort at home. It's an adventurous life. I get to be of service to humanity once again, but don't have to rely solely on my powers. I help keep Lisa's passions for nature alive, making sure she takes a break from work to appreciate what's around us. Lise pushes me to pursue my passions as well. It's a wonderful life we built together. The nature gals, I love them. At our wedding, she shows the footage of our first kiss after the battle, just as she predicted. That's so cute. Thanks for playing! Please take this. Oh, hey! Cool. Is that gonna... Okay, I'll look at that later. That was so cute! Wait! That was adorable! I don't know if I'm gonna play more on stream, but I'll probably play the other routes, because that was so fucking cute. That was amazing. Alright. I think that's obviously the place to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for making this game. That was absolutely amazing. And for, like... I went into this not knowing anything about it other than, like, the basic premise of gay magical girl, retired magical girl. So I was very, very shocked with how, like, well it was. Like, how well made it was and how long it was, for sure. Your shirt is perfect for the laser. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. I got my mushrooms and my butterflies. I think there's some frogs on there, too. I love Lise. What can I say? But that was really cool. That was really fun. Now I want to go watch Sailor Moon. What am I doing? Anyway, let's see. Who all is live tonight? Where do we want to go? See what our choices are. Ooh, Alahobia is live. Playing Prince of Persia? Sands of Time. I don't think I actually know what that is, but we'll go check it out. The magical girl brain. Listen, I don't know if you guys, like, watch a lot of anime YouTubers, but I, over this past, like, few months, started watching, Colleen's Manga Rex, and she does so many videos about shoujo, and I'm like, yo, I need to get back into this life. Gonna bounce, but good night. Thanks so much for playing. Thanks for coming and hanging out while I played your game. Very much appreciate the game and you guys being here. Have a wonderful night and the shoujo lifestyle. Yes, I've just been like super excited to like get back into reading more manga and going out of my way to like enjoy the shoujo vibes. because most of the shoujo stuff I've read is like Oron, Vampire Knight, and then like really old stuff like Kaze Takino Uta and The Heart of Thomas. And I want to get back into it, but like the fun stuff. Alright. Well, that's it for me. I will potentially see you guys on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure if I'm streaming Thursday, just because of like family things. But if I don't see you guys Thursday, then it's gonna be like a week or so before I see you guys again. But anyway, that's been it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm sending you guys over to Alahobia. I hope you guys enjoy what they've got going on over there. Good night!